Welcome to Atlantic and the broadcast tonight between the Atlantic Trojans and ACGC. The Chargers here in town tonight in a non-conference girls basketball game, then followed by the boys game here this evening. The home opener for the Atlantic girls. They've been on the road here for two straight outings at Bball on November 17th. They fell short 70-47, came back and rebounded nicely against Denison Sleswig last Tuesday night, and they won that contest by the score of 39-26, and so the Trojans 1-1. ACGC, they come in the contest. Well, this is their first game of the season, Cody, and it's going to be interesting. You know, Atlantic has two game experience here with a lot of new faces, and here we go for ACGC, their opener. So Atlantic has somewhat an advantage here.
Oh, yeah, they got a great advantage here with the two games under their belt, and you got ACGC coming in on the first game of the year here. You know, they're going to probably have to bust off the rust a little bit on the first quarter, but you're probably going to see a really good basketball game here tonight with two quality opponents.
No doubt about it. ACGC out of the West Central Conference. Atlantic, of course, out of the Hawkeye 10 Conference in this matchup here tonight. A broadcast brought to you by Olson Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop locations in Atlantic and Carroll. First Whitney Bank, they're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Body Basic. Call 254-BODY. Get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros. By your side to maximize yields. Fellow, we go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. The Second Street Auto, your Transmission Pros, also brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and a Saturday night. And also brought to you by Swida. Safe, reliable Swida for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee, bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, and pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people. A member FDIC. Elkhart Plastic, integrity, optimism, customer focus, and a can-do spirit. And go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to fill out an application. Also brought to you by the Fish Store and Pet Center, your local one-stop pet shop in downtown Atlantic. And our video streaming here at WesternIowaToday.com. You can listen to it here on 95.7 FM and watch it on our WesternIowaToday.com live video stream. It's powered by Nishtenet here each and every game. And that video stream again, go to WesternIowaToday.com and then click on KS957. Coach's show coming up here in just a little bit. Atlantic 1-1. ACGC and their opener here tonight. Lance Kading, head coach for the Chargers. Dan Vargason, the head coach for the Trojans. We'll be back with more pregame right after this 1-minute timeout at 95.7 FM and live video stream powered by Nishtenet.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Ag and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest auto parts stores.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
And welcome back to Atlantic. And Tom Robinson, Cody McCreedy, Cody Weaver also alongside here tonight as we bring you Trojan basketball. ACGC on the road tonight against the hometown Atlantic Trojans. ACGC, they had to fill two of their leading starter spots coming into the game tonight, but they do have 3 of their returning high scores from a year ago, and Shea Lemke, a sophomore a year ago, a junior now, averaged just under 9 points a game, and Kelsey Carlson averaged 6.2 a year ago. Reagan Carney averaged 5.9. Carney now a senior, Lemke a junior, and Kelsey Carlson now a senior for this basketball team, and they have 3 of their top scorers returning here in 2023-24. Atlantic has a lot of new faces. Peyton Harder has been playing since she's a freshman. She's averaging 13.5. She had 8 against Pella, but came back against Denison Sleswig and scored 19 points and snagged 12 rebounds in that game with a double-double. She had a tremendous outing for the Trojans. A lot of her buckets came from cleanup on the offensive board, and they're looking to see her maybe get positioned up and maybe get some points on the offensive end here. Zoe Kirchhoff, she averaging 7.5, went down with an ankle injury. Should be healthy tonight. Looking forward to her. Yeah, we're watching her warm up right now, and she looks like she's fine. McKenna Schrader, point guard. She has 3 total points. Missed the first game for the Trojans. Katrina Williams, 3. And Maddie Richter averaging 8.5. She had 15 against Pella and was held down to just a couple of points against the Denison Sleswig. She can get hot from behind that arc, and they want her to drive a little bit more. Cody McCreedy. And then Coach now wants to maybe shoot a few more threes, but they want to see her go to the basket. But it'll be a key to see what the Trojans can do here on offense.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see kind of what this team is like, because we have a tall team and we have some quality three-point shooters. It's just, are we going to get these girls driving to the basket, and are we going to be able to rebound on the offensive board? I mean, I see some quality girls when it comes to rebounding on this Atlantic team. A lot of potential. We just got to bring it together.
You bet. It just takes some time as well, and I think game 2 is much better for the Trojans, no doubt about it. Hey, our coaches show is coming up with Dan Vargas, and our head man. Our coaches show is brought to you by McAtee Tire, and McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll be back with a visit with Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason right after this from McAtee Tire.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
And welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas and the Trojans hosting ACGC and non-conference play here tonight. Tip-off coming up here in just a little bit. Coach, thanks for joining us, and coming off a win over Denison Sleswig and now heading into really a full week here as we get things rolling. And talk about that win over Denison, and what does that mean as you move forward here tonight against the Chargers?
Yeah, it was good to get a win over Denison, bounce back from the Pella game. So even the record back to 1-1, and just gave this group some confidence to win a game. There were times where it got pretty close with Denison, and we had to take control of the game and limit our mistakes and learn how to win, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. So that's something we want to build off, is the good things we did and continue to improve our turnovers. We had a big jump. We went down 9 from Pella, so we're hoping to continue that trend downward as the season goes.
ACGC having to replace a couple of starters, including their leading scorer, Sophie Dorsey. So now you're looking at Shea Lemke, Kelsey Carlson, Reagan Carney as possible starters again this season. I mean, what do you see here when you scout the Chargers? Yeah, we know that they're going to run a 2-1-2 zone. That's kind of their bread and butter. And, actually it's kind of funny, helped Coach Bodler get some film on that to implement that. So, that's just something that they like to run. It's a different look. They like to trap high out of it, trap corner. So it's a little bit unique from what we're used to seeing. So we've got to make sure that we take care of the ball. We can't turn it over at the top of the 2-1-2. We've got to be disciplined enough to swing the ball side to side, get it across, and break down the zone and take advantage of the weak spots of that zone. And they will extend a little bit more into the full court. So, we expect a full court press
off made baskets and opportunities to do so, dead balls, and then back in the half court, we expect a high intensity, high effort team. And last year, our pressure gave them fits, and we're going to be totally different. So I know they're going to be looking to create those same turnovers back to us this year.
Talk about some of their impact players here, Coach.
Honestly, I haven't scouted them too much, just with them not having played a game. We know some returning players. But anytime it's game one, you're looking to fill new shoes. Like you said, they have a couple starters back, and I thought they did a good job shooting the ball last season. And we scrimmaged them after, I think, Christmas last year maybe, or Thanksgiving, somewhere around there. And so we got to see that they had multiple players that could shoot the ball, and they're a good perimeter shooting team. So we know that's going to be a big key for them, is to get the ball in transition and score and hit outside jumpers. If they have to try to get the ball inside and we slow the game down and make it a half-court game, that might be a little bit more of an advantage for us, making them play in the half court rather than letting them run and gun.
You talk about turnovers, and they were improved from game one to game two. So obviously that's one thing you want to see. What are some other things you want to see for your basketball team tonight as you move into game number 3?
Well, I want to see us attack the rim and attack the paint. We haven't done as good of a job as I'd hoped early on of attacking the rim and looking for kicks and dump-offs. I think that's part of actually what our turnover issue has been. We just put our head down and go and hope, rather than having a purpose and a spot to drive. So just working on getting into the lane and finishing, getting the ball inside the paint harder. We got to take advantage of that a little bit more. And then we've only shot like 15 threes this season, and we were expecting to shoot about 15 per game or more. So just a little bit more of rhythm 3-point looks, flashing to the basket, and things like that.
How do you get players, and I know Maddie Richter, she can hit the 3, but how do you get players open to hit that triple?
Well, I think that's the big thing, is movement off ball. If you're standing in the corner, you're standing on the wing, it's pretty easy to defend you. Our offense is still coming around. There's just a little bit too much standing. Just getting comfortable with it, and we've added a little bit to the offensive side, so hopefully some of these new sets will help get some movement. But the biggest thing is just being willing to drive to the basket, cut off ball when you don't have the ball, and then just setting screens and things like that. So hopefully we can just get them moving a little bit more, get them a little bit more comfortable, and that'll get us some open looks and get us some points in the paint as well.
Well, Coach, always appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Dan Vargas, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans, on our McAtee Tire Coaches Show. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all of your automotive repairs and Goodyear tire needs. 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll be back with the starters and the opening tip-off coming up right after this on 95.7 FM and live video on
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic, and a big thanks to McAtee Tire for bringing us our Coaches Show. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs and Goodyear tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. Our stream brought to you by Nishtanet and powered by Nishtanet on westerniowatoday.com. Go to westerniowatoday.com, find KS95, and you will click on that. You can watch this game tonight. Both these games, a girl-boy doubleheader here. And our scoreboard brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields. From the word go, John Becker, Mark Bentiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. Halftime show is Olson Fuel, Olson BP. They're your home for Godfather's Pizza. And post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, Neighbors Caring for Neighbors. And, of course, opening tip-off brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. That will be coming up here in just a little bit. They are the only bank you'll ever need. Well, Cody, great to have you along here this evening and throughout the year. And we got two Codys. Cody Weaver, our veteran here, and Cody McCreedy, that's going to help out with our play-by-play and camera work. And I'm sure you're looking forward to it, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a great opportunity, and I appreciate you having me. But you got Cody squared over here, so.
We like that.
Yeah.
Cody, talk about, I know you've been went to school and you're in the education business right now, and head swimming coach as well, the boys.
Yeah, the head swimming coach. We have practice every day at the YMCA, and if you're not really doing anything, come look at these guys, because these are some quality athletes that we have on the swim team, and these are great kids. I mean, they're great athletes, but even better human beings once you get to talk to them and get to know them. The kids from Riverside are phenomenal. We have a couple kids from Atlantic, Hunter Quist. We also have Parker Brock. Parker Brock is a senior. Also 2 new guys, Owen Bodis and Shaden Boner. And from Clarinda, we have a kid, Alex Liss, who is just a very, very strong swimmer. So all around, we have great athletes, and our first meet in Boone this weekend is...
I'm sure you're looking forward to that. They've been in the pool here for several weeks, and
very much so.
Now you're going to get them out in competition. You could have a pretty many relay, huh?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think we're going to have some good relays this year. Just focus on the relays and a couple individual events, and we'll just see where it takes us this year.
All right, Cody, great to have you here as we're getting set for the starting lineups, and we'll have that opening tip-off probably the First Whitney Bank. And I want to just mention in the JV game, the Atlantic girls won big. I believe your mother's the head coach, right?
Yeah. Can't really get rid of us McCreedy family when it comes to winter sports. My mom's the head JV coach. My dad does the stats down there. So I don't know where Taylor's at right now, but...
Yeah, she's probably running somewhere.
Probably.
JV boys fell just short in overtime, 63-56. That was a great game. Thank you, Mr. Darren Petty, for bringing us that information as well. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight, and we'll start off with ACGC head coach Lance Cady, and the assistant, a very familiar face in Sarah Sheeter, who was the longtime business manager here at Atlantic Community Schools. Her hometown is at Adair Casey Guthrie Center area, and she went back to her home roots there, but she is the assistant basketball coach, so good to see her tonight. Starting lineups for the Chargers: Kelsey Carlson, a 5'6" senior; Shay Lemke, a 5'7" junior; Reagan Carney, a 5'6" senior; Emerson Van Meter, a 5'6" senior; and Camden Richter, a 5'8" sophomore. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, Kelsey Carlson averaging 6.2 a year ago. Shay Lemke, 8.7, and Reagan Carney, almost 6 points a game. And this is the first game for the Chargers tonight, so Atlantic has a little bit of an advantage with that 2 games on their belt, Cody.
Oh, yeah, they got a great advantage with 2 games under your belt. You don't know what you're going to get out of this ACGC team because this is their first game of the year, so there's a lot of unknowns with this team.
Sophia Dorsey was the leading scorer a year ago, and they do return some experience, which will help. But they'll have a new chemistry as well, as Atlantic really has a lot of new chemistry here, and they really rebounded nicely with that win over Denison Sleswig last Tuesday night, November 21st, 39-26 on the road. This is the first home game for the Trojans here tonight. And starting off for Atlantic will be Zoe Kirchhoff, a 5'5" sophomore. Also Claire Pellin, a 5'6" senior. Peyton Harder, a 5'10" junior. And Kratina Williams, a 5'11" sophomore. And Maddie Richter, a 5'6" junior. Peyton Harder leads the team, averaging 13.5 a game. Maddie Richter, 8.5. And Zoe Kirchhoff, 7.5 a contest. And Kratina Williams, 3 points a game, and Claire Pellet averaging a bucket a game for the Atlantic Trojans. The opening tip-off is coming up next. It's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. We're back with the tip right after this.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
Welcome back to the broadcast here on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishtanet. And we're getting set to go here. We'll see Zoe Kirchhoff at the point for Atlantic, Claire Pellet at a guard, Peyton Harder at a forward, and Katrina Williams at a forward, and Maddie Richter, she'll play that 3 spot for Atlantic on the offensive end. And for ACGC, the Chargers, Kelsey Carlson, Shay Lipke, Reagan Corney, Emerson Van Meter, and Camden Richter is the Chargers. You can see on your TV here, they're in all black uniforms. Atlantic and ACGC with same colors, black and gold. And Atlantic in their all white uniforms with black numbers and gold trim. ACGC with all black uniforms and the gold numbers with the ACGC across the front of the jersey. 3-man officiating crew. Here we go. There's the tip, controlled by Harder and Atlantic. We'll start with the basketball. Bounce pass to Richter, high and right, then back to Zoe Kirchhoff, almost stolen away nicely by Kelsey Carlson. Pellet with it high and left, in trouble is there. Casey comes out with a tough defense. A steal by Richter, and she'll give it off near side to Shay Lemke. Chargers get the turnover and have the basketball in the front court. They'll move the ball left side to Van Meter, high post to Richter. Richter hands off to Lemke. Lemke fires a 3, no good. The rebound Harder. She had 12 rebounds against Denison Slesvig. She comes up big here, Cody.
Oh, yeah, she's a great rebounder. Great down low presence for us. And the offense has got to run through her. We're going to be successful.
And it's what Coach Bargeson said about that in the pregame, is get the ball to Harder as much as they can. She's with the high left baseline and now tries a skip pass, and luckily tipped away for the Trojans by Reagan Carney. Atlantic will have it on her side. 7:04 to play, first quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard, no score. Pass into Richter, step back 3, no good, and rebound pulled down by Reagan Carney. She'll get off to Lemke, she'll running across the half-court line. Lemke, right side, Kelsey fires a shot, no good. Rebound down low by Van Meter. She gets out of trouble, pass inside the paint, and driving inside, layup no good. And that is Lemke. Missed the shot. Rebound Richter. And Hardy with the steal. The Trojans get the ball back. Richter, and stolen away by Van Meter. Dangerous pass by the Trojans going across court.
Yeah, you get lucky break there. Cross court passes, just can't do that.
Claire Pellet will throw it in. 6.5 to go. First quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. There's no score. Pellet out to Harder. The junior back to Pellet against the press. She'll whip it ahead to Zoe Kirchhoff, and Pellet throws it away. Atlantic with a couple of turnovers early, and the Chargers get the ball back, but you got to credit the Chargers defense.
Oh, this press is, we're panicking. We got to settle down a little bit when it comes to this press and just, play our game. And
Lemke right side to Carlson. Back out top to Reagan Carney, leaves it off to Lemke, high and left. Lemke on the dribble, loops it low. Richter turns, shoots, scores. Bucket by the Chargers, and that's Reagan Carney with the basket, a 2-0 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 5:58 to play first quarter. Pellet takes the pass across the timeline, high and right. Has the ball slapped away by Lemke. Ball is loose. Pellet leaves it off now for Peyton Harder. Harder goes baseline, lobs it low to Williams, backdoor, and a foul called on Richter of ACGC. 2 Richters on the floor. ACGC has Camden Richter and Atlantic Maddie Richter. And Pellet comes out, and Zoe Kirchhoff will be in. It'll be Kirchhoff and Schrader at the guards as Schrader comes in. She'll get the ball left baseline to Richter. She'll step back, fire a 3, no good, too deep. Rebound Van Meter for the Chargers, and here comes ACGC with a 2-0 lead to the front court. Lemke fires a deep 3, good! Shay Lemke hits a triple, and the Chargers open up a 5-0 lead. Steal by Lemke over to Kelsey Carlson. She dumps it low to Richter, turns, shoots, and it is no good. Richter rebound, put back is good, and ACGC up 7-0. Richter with the bucket, the cleanup play for ACGC. 3 players to score for the Chargers. Harder drives, layup is good. Atlantic needed that bucket, 7-2. Chargers with the lead. Lemke drives, left-handed layup up and good. What a drive by Lemke. And a timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas, and the Chargers open up a 9-2 lead here in the first quarter. 4:57 to play on the Seed Pro scoreboard in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds.
Have you ever heard the saying?
First Winnie Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic with the basketball. Richter in the backcourt against that press, which has been really effective early for ACGC. And we've got 10 seconds. Well, that Charger defense has been dynamic early on.
Oh, they know their press, and they are moving well. They're moving well and stopping us from really getting a good handle on this game and a good flow into our offense. It's been chaotic for us early going.
Reagan Carney gets the ball into Lemke. Chargers have it in their front court with a 9-2 lead. Out top to Carlson for three, and she rattles it home. 2 threes for the Chargers, up 12-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Richter with it, double teamed, has trouble. The ball is going to be stolen away by ACGC. Carlson down the lane, layup is no good, and Harder swoops in for the rebound. Out to Kirchhoff. Trojans move the front court. Pass ahead. Schrader. 4:10 to go first quarter. A foul called on the Chargers. 2 threes for ACGC. Kelsey Carlson with a triple. Shea Lemke has a 3 ball and a bucket for 5 points. And checking in for Atlantic, Lila Wiederstein and Claire Pellet. Richter and Williams come out. So Atlantic has played 8 here in this first quarter. 4:09 to go in the first stanza. And a 12-2 Charger lead. Trojans have the ball. Bounce pass out top to Schrader. Guarded by Lemke. Dumps it down low. Lila Wiederstein powers one up and no good, but she draws the foul. Nice job by Wiederstein on a over and under shot and didn't make it, but she's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, and rewarding her. She had her beat, and she's getting rewarded at the line.
So Wiederstein will shoot a pair. Atlantic shooting 56.8% for the free throw line. They want to get to that 65% level. Is where Coach Vargas and his goal is. Free throw missed by Lila Wiederstein. And she'll have another one coming. Wiederstein, just a sophomore, 5'6" sophomore. Spins it, eyes the rim, dips her knees, lobs it up, no good. Rebound tip long by Pellet, out of bounds, ACGC's ball. So Wiederstein missed both free throws. Lila coming to the contest was a 75% free throw shooter. She was 3 for 4. And now the Chargers have the ball in the front court. Lemke off her toe, and it's over and back. Good job by the official to be right there. Atlantic will have the ball down 12-2. With 3:49 to go here in this first quarter. Claire Pellet will throw it in for the far sideline. Chargers open up a big lead early and have hung on with that pressure defense. Here's Pellet into Peyton Harder, back to Pellet, high and right. Double teamed. Gets out of traffic, out top to Zoe Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff drives inside, down low to Peyton Harder. Right baseline, Schrader for 2, can't get it. Rebound, Richter for ACGC out near side to Lemke. Lemke takes the top of the circle. 3.5 to go first quarter. 12-2, Chargers with the lead. In the ball game now is Becca Littler. There's a 3 by Lemke, missed everything, and a rebound comes off to Schrader. Schrader against Lemke down the left side, layup up, no good. And rebound, Claire Pellet for Atlantic, the senior. Kicks it right side to Zoe Kirchhoff. Bounce pass baseline, Wiederstein. Skip pass to Schrader, left wing. Ball knocked away. She gathers it back in. Double team. Out to Pellet. Off the elbow. Gets it out to Wiederstein. Dumps it a little harder. She'll take it to the basket. Layup up and no good, but she draws the foul. So Harder will go to the free throw line for a pair. Harder has the only 2 points for Atlantic. Harder's 9 for 12 from the stripe. 75% free throw shooter. Free throw on the way, and it is good. Harder with 3 points, all 3 for Atlantic. Second free throw coming up for Peyton Harder. 2:53 left, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw by Harder is on the way. No good off the back iron. A rebound pulled down by Van Meter. Check that. Stella Largent is now in the game. Stella Largent in the contest. 12-3. Chargers with the lead. So Largent is in the lineup for ACGC. And Limpkin brings it up the floor. Down low to Richter, throws it away. Stolen away by Kirchhoff. She'll go coast to coast. Nope, stops down low. While the Winterstein layup, no good. And the rebound tipped out by ACGC. Atlantic will have the ball. 2:38 to go first quarter. 12-3 in favor of the Chargers. They took off early on. They led 12-2. Atlantic got a free throw from Harder. Here's Pellet trying to get the ball in. Looks and gets it out top to Peyton Harder. Harder holds the ball, knocked away by Lemke. She gets it back now near side. Schrader guarded by Lemke. Drives inside, turns, throws it low, and throws it away. Wiederstein almost got it, and she fouled. Well, it all comes down to that ACGC defense. They have been just outstanding here.
You know, if I have to correct myself, I said they might be a little rusty coming into this game, it being the first game, but they look rock solid.
Here comes the Chargers over and back. They got the ball across to Lemke, and Largent was in the backcourt to take the pass. Atlantic will have the ball out of bounds for his side. 2:20 to go here in this first quarter of play, and it's been a tough going for the Trojans offense with this pressure defense by the Chargers, and checking in is Richter. And out of the lineup comes Macy Schreck. So Coach Cody going deep into his bench early on. He's got some depth, Cody.
Oh, yeah, he's got some great depth. And, you know, we're subbing girls in and out because we got to somehow figure out how to break this press.
Schrader over to Zoe Kirchhoff. Looks for Schrader, low to Harder, back to Schrader. She'll fire a three. No good. Harder rebound. Put back is good. Harder with 5. It's 12-5 ACGC on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Under 2 to go first quarter. Lemke top of the circle, goes high post to Richter. Baseline Littler. Littler back to Richter, back out top to Lemke. Lemke drives left side, cut off nicely by Schrader. They go baseline to Van Meter. Back to Lemke for 3. No good. Rebound Harder. Boy, she's tough on the boards.
I mean, she's doing what she's best at.
12-5 Atlantic now with a little momentum here as they, like you said, Cody, figure out this press. Pellet down low. Layup up. Wiederstein. Good. Great look by Claire Pellet. And Wiederstein finishes with the 2, 12-7.
Hopefully this sparks something.
Atlantic on a 5-0 run and Harder with the block. So now Atlanta gets the ball back. They're on a 5-0 run here late. Wiederstein with it, top of the circle. Inside to Harder. She'll attack the rim. Layup good! 12-9 Atlantic on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, there we go. We're finally getting that offense going here.
Trojans within 3, 12-9. They were short 12-2 and a block by Wiederstein. Boy, she's added some spark since she came off the bench for Atlantic, and ACGC with the ball, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. 12-9 Chargers on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Van Meter top of the circle, and she throws it away. Atlantic gets the ball back. And checking in Williams and Richter for Atlantic. And in for Coach Kading is Carly Kotsky. So Kotsky in for the first time. And how about that new video board, huh?
That thing's amazing. The first time seeing this tonight, and I'm like, wow, that is pretty. I mean, it's cool that we have something like this in our gym.
Well, no doubt about it. Atlantic has trouble again against the pressure, and a steal by Kotsky, but a good foul by Pellet. There are such things as good fouls, and so looks like foul number 4 on ACGC. Next foul will be 2 shots. 3 fouls for Atlantic, 4 on ACGC. New rule this year with the foul count. There's no 1-on-1. You get 5 fouls a quarter. Van Meter into Littler. Dumps it down low. Back to Littler. She'll toss up a 3. No good. Rebound comes off to ACGC. Nice job by Largent. And a jump ball called with Williams getting a hand on it with 17 seconds to go first quarter. So it's going to be Chargers basketball. Right side of the bucket. 17 on the clock. They dump it low. Richter, no-look layup, missed the shot. Rebound Harder again. Double-double last Tuesday night. She's off to a great start on the boards again tonight. Richter drives through traffic, stops and pops. No good. Williams rebound. Her put back, no good. She's too far under. And the rebound comes off to Richter for ACGC. And that'll be it here in the first quarter. 12-9. ACGC opened up a 12-2 lead. Atlantic closed the first quarter in a 7-0 run. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video stream at westerniowatoday.com.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
Hi everyone, this is Caitlin from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Start your day off right and let us take care of breakfast. We have so much to choose from eggs, sausage, bacon, pancakes, and so much more. We are available 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. daily. Stop in and enjoy. Have you ordered your holiday packs yet? Leave all the holiday craziness to us. Stop in or give Crystal a call today to get your pack ordered. And don't forget, we also have in our meat department, you buy a ham and get a free turkey. That's right, you buy a ham and you get a free turkey. Thank you as always for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7. And
Atlantic starts the second quarter with the ball on a 7-0 run, down 12-9. Backdoor Harder layup is good. Boy, Harder with 9 points, 9 of the 11, and the Trojans now on a 9-0 run. And they pull within one, 12-11, early second quarter. Reagan Carney back in, out top to Carlson. Carlson, right wing, Lemke. She'll take it 3 dribbles to the top, 4 dribbles. Still dribbling, bounce pass to Carney at the post. Carney, baseline band meter. Looks for Carney down low. She'll take it to the hoop. Layup is no good. Rebound Carney. Put back is up and missed. And Williams comes up with it out to Kirkhoff. Atlantic on a 9-0 run here late in the first quarter, down 12-2. And now they're down by 1. They threw it down low to Harder. Last touch by Harder. Chargers got a hand on it. So a big run for the Trojans, Cody, in the end of that first quarter, and they take it into the second quarter as well in a 9-0 run here.
Exactly. It's a tale of 2 halves of the quarter. You know, ACGC controlled the first part of the first quarter, but then we finally settled down and got, a pretty good run at the end of the quarter and see if we can continue it into the second quarter.
Lemke with it, right side to Carlson, back to Lemke. Now Richter swings it left to Van Meter. 6:50 to go first half, and there's a 3 ball, no good. Missed by Richter. Rebound comes off the Trojans, and then Schrader loses it. Pass to Richter. Back out right side of Carlson. Give it a go to Carney. She'll turn, shoot, scores. Good job by Carney inside. She has 4 points, and it's 14-11 ACGC. And that ball is off the leg of Carlson. Atlantic will have it at far sideline. So for Atlantic, Peyton Harder with 9 points, Lila Witterstein with 2. And for ACGC, they have 4 players that have scored. Lemke with 5. Carlson 3. Carney 4. Atlantic clears the half-court line, and Richter 2. And a travel called on the Trojans. Zoe Kirkhoff.
And she knew it right away. Just a few couple steps there.
Early second quarter, 14-11 in favor of the Chargers on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Lemke across the timeline. She'll take it to the basket. Shot missed. Off the leg of Richter, and she throws it back into Kirkhoff. Nice job by Maddie Richter. And it's swatted away by Lemke. Here she'll lay it up and no good. And Lemke back out to Richter at the high post. She takes it to the rim and missed the shot. Charge called on Richter. So Richter and Richter collide. And it'll be Atlantic's basketball down 14-11 with 5:56 to go second quarter. And Zoe Kirkhoff will throw it in. Kirkhoff Wiederstein now back in. She provided a big spark in that first quarter. Atlantic with the backcourt. Schrader trying to clear the half-court line. Hounded by Carlson, and a whistle. There's 10 seconds. That's the second time the Charge have forced that 10-second turnover.
Exactly. You know, they turned the ball over on that charge, but I don't think they mind too bad because they can get their press set up, which is really what's causing us problems at the beginning of this game.
So Reagan Carney will throw it in. Bounce pass top of the circle to Lemke. Bounce pass left side. Carlson, Lemke, and it's stolen away by the Trojans. Some pressure defense. Kick out to Peyton Harder. Harder down the right side. Bounce pass. Kirchhoff, she'll drive underneath the Harder. Layup no good, but draws the foul. Harder was too far under, but she still got the shot off and drew the foul. She'll have 2 shots.
I think Coach Ferguson said that he wanted the offense to run through Harder, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
And they've done that, you're right. A lot of this first half. Harder's free throw was off the back iron, no good. She's 1 for 3 for the Stripe. 14-11 Charges with a lead on the C-Pro scoreboard. Pellet back in. Schrader comes out. Pellet, Wiederstein, Harder. Maddie Richter and Zoe Kirchhoff. Second free throw by Harder's on the way, and it's good. Harder got the bucket. She has 10 points. 14-12 the count. ACGC with the lead in the ball. Left side Littler, she'll take it to the rim, lays it up and good. Becca Littler with her first bucket of the game. 16-12. Charges by 4 to C-Pro scoreboard. Ball knocked away by the Chargers. Atlantic will have the ball out of bounds along that baseline with 5:08 to go second quarter. Pass into Richter, back to Pellet. Skip pass over to Kirchhoff against that zone press. Now to Pellet. She'll lob down the right side of Kirchhoff. They broke the press nicely, but then Kirchhoff throws it away. She wanted Harder, and a great job of the Chargers to get the steal. And ACGC in the front court with Lemke, and it's batted away by Wiederstein. Macy Schreck has logged some good minutes for the Chargers here in this first half. And 4:48 to go. We've got a timeout called. 16-12 in favor of ACGC. We're back in 30 seconds at 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westernourtoday.com, powered by Nishnanet.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McCreedy Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McCreedy Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McCreedy Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
To Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
Adair Casey, ACGC with the ball. Used to be Adair Casey, now Adair Casey, Guthrie Center. Here's Lillard driving. Baseline, shot up and no good by Schreck. Rebound Trojans, foul on the Chargers. And that'll be number 3 on ACGC here in the first half. 16-12. ACGC with the lead. They jumped out to 12-2 run in the first quarter. Atlantic went on a 9-0 run, which bled into that second quarter. Atlantic was just down by 1, 12-11. It's been a low-scoring second quarter with 4:40 to go here in this first half. Pellet with it. Bounce pass across to Richter. Gets it ahead to Kirchhoff. Atlantic breaks the press. Bounce pass baseline to Wiederstein. She'll take it low to Williams, and ball knocked away, and we've got a jump. Arrow favors the Chargers. And back in is Van Meter. Kelsey Carlson gets a rest. Becca Littler in the lineup along with Van Meter. Schreck, Lemke, and Estella Sargent. Here's Kelsey Lemke driving, layup missed, and Williams rebound for Atlantic. Kick out to Richter, 4:13 to play, second quarter. 16-12 lead for ACGC on the C-Pro scoreboard. Pass ahead to Pellet. Pellet takes the baseline down low. Wiederstein layup up, and it is no good. Rebound snagged by Largent. And the Chargers get the ball back with under 4 to play second quarter. And a 16-12 advantage. Bounce pass, high post to Schreck. Baseline Van Meter. Loops it low, and the ball loose. Atlantic gets the ball in the turnover. They try to go down low. And Harder, who was out, comes back in. Largent playing that low block. Coach Kading really shuffling in his players. He's played about 9 here in this first half. Coach Vargas about the same. Williams, Wiederstein back out top. Zoe Kirchhoff, she'll bounce it over to Wiederstein. They'll try to break the press. They've done a pretty good job of it. Richter down low to Harder. Layup up, and it is no good. Missed the layup, but a nice job of breaking the press. And we've got a whistle to carry cold on ACGC. Atlanta gets the ball back. So the Trojans have kind of settled down that offense and been getting across the timeline unscathed through the last 3 possessions.
Yeah, they've been getting across the half-court line here, and it's been. I think we finally figured out how to break that press, but it's just been a sloppy second quarter. Lots of turnovers, lots of jump balls. So we'll see if we can finally settle down and get some points on the board before half. And
a steal by ACGC. That was Schreck. Right side of Becca Littler. Good D by Richter for Atlantic to cut her off the baseline. Largent moves it out, top of the circle to Kotsky. High post. Still a Largent. Littler. Back to Largent, high block. She'll take it out inside. Cut off by Williams. Van Meter baseline left. Drives inside. She's double teamed. Back to Stella Largent. Sure shot missed. Atlantic has the boards corralled. Harder with the rebound. Atlantic with the ball. 2:50 to go, second quarter. Ball ahead to Wiederstein. Loops it to Kirchhoff. Back to Wiederstein. Gets out of traffic to Richter. Richter has it poked away. She'll get it back. Bounce pass over to Wiederstein. Down low to Harder. Head fake layup. No good, but she draws the foul. And Peyton Harder back to free throw line again. She is 2 for 4 so far on the night. And Peyton Harder with the bulk of the Trojan points. Harder had 9 points in the first quarter, or 7 points rather. She has 10 for the game and misses that free throw. 16-12 the score. The 75% free throw shooter coming in. And so far tonight, she is 2 for 5. Trying to cut to 3 points, and she does. Atlantic down 16-13, 2:30 to play. Here's a deep three by Lemke, and it hits the wire, top of the bucket. So Atlantic gets the ball back with a missed shot. Down by 3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 16-13. Williams out to Schrader down the lineup, dribbles down the left side and clears the half-court line down low to Harder, overshoots her, and ball knocked out by the Trojans. It'll be Chargers basketball. 3-point lead for ACGC in the Seed Pros scoreboard, 2:16 to go first half. First game for the Chargers. Atlantic playing their 3rd game. Atlantic 1-1. Lost to Pell and beat Dennis of Sleswig a week ago. Ball across the timeline to Stella Largent. Largent looking for a cutter, and now she hit the line. Over and back, Chargers. Atlantic has kicked up their defense a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they're putting a lot more pressure on ACGC, just trying to get the ball back so they can, work their offense a little bit. Now we can set up our offense and not have to worry about that press.
Inbounds, Richter for Atlantic. She'll take it down low to Williams. And a steal by Largent. Off near side. Lemke, Carlson back in, drives inside, give and go to Richter, and she turns, she travels with it. She got the ball. When you turn her over your back, it's usually traveling. We don't always see that called consistently, but by rule, that is a travel. Lenny gets the ball back in the turnover. Under 2 to go here in this first half. 3-point lead for ACGC in the Seed Pros scoreboard. Wiederstein stepped across the line. Turnover Atlantic, now back to the Chargers.
Yep, she knew that right away when she threw it.
Well, she's got a D1 arm as a catcher.
Oh, yeah, that was a rocket across the court.
She was going to cannon that one. She was like stepping across home plate there. And Lila, she can gun it. Kick out pass to Carney for 3, and she knocked it down. A big 3 for ACGC, and Carney was 7. 19-13 Chargers, and Atlantic 5-second call. Again, that ACGC pressure has been outstanding here in the first half.
And the other thing is they're not afraid to shoot the 3-ball. We're giving them way too much space out there on the 3-point line, and for 2 quarters we've seen they're not afraid to shoot that ball.
They have 3 threes. Lemke short, Jay good. They got it down to Lemke on that low block, and she gets the bucket. Now they open up a 21-13 lead. And the ball pass, the foul called on the Chargers, Lemke, and that's going to be a 2-shot foul for Atlantic. The Trojans closed the gap, but ACGC on a little run here, and they laid a 5-0 run here late in the first half. 1:26 to go, second quarter. A little 5-0 run as Schrader rather, puts the free throw in. Her first points of the game. And she'll snug the lead back to 21-14. Williams comes out of the lineup for Atlantic. Free throw by Schrader is on the way, and it is good. Schrader knocks them both down. It's 21-15. ACGC by 6 on a Seathrow scoreboard. Front court, Kotsky. Over to Richter. Right side, Carlson for 3. No good. Long rebound to Van Meter. ACGC keeps the possession. 1:09 to go, first half. Reagan Carney out top. Carlson drives. Carlson shoots. No good off the board. And Peyton Harder snags the rebound out to Schrader across the half-court line. Pass ahead to Wiederstein. Stolen away by ACGC. Carney back out top. Front court, Kotsky, top of the circle. Carney, Van Meter, top of the key. Guarded by Peyton Harder. She runs out of room and throws it away. Richter steal for Atlantic. She'll take it down inside. Crossover layup is no good, but a great try by Maddie Richter.
She tried that Euro step.
Oh, beautiful Euro. And rebound Carlson. And that's a timeout called by Coach Cody. Boy, ACGC flirting with it over and back.
Yeah, I thought they had it, and I was like, oh.
Hey, just made it. Hey, we'll take a 30-second timeout. We're back right after this on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com.
November's a month of stuffing your face at Thanksgiving and just getting as full as you can get. But at Olson's BP in Atlantic, they've got a small meal that's kind of a big deal this month. Their November special on Godfather's Pizza is a mini pizza with 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49, a deal you can't beat. So go check it out at Olson's BP in Atlantic.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at Western Iowa.
Is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
And welcome back to Atlantic as the Trojans and the Chargers right now 23-15 is the score. Atlantic had a 7-0 run there late in that first quarter, and then Chargers came out and had a nice run of their own in the second quarter, lead at 23-15 here at the halftime break. Our broadcast 95.7 FM and also live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com. Well, our halftime is brought to you by Olson's Fuel and Olson BP, your home for Godfather's Pizza. And our halftime guest is Mr. Evan Sorensen, a heavyweight wrestler for Atlantic, who was just a place away from a medal at the state tournament last year as a sophomore. He's a junior this year. And he sat down with our own Austin West, and we'll have that coming up here right after this from our halftime sponsor, Olson BP and Olson Fuel, your home for Godfather's Pizza.
November's a month of stuffing your face at Thanksgiving and just getting as full as you can get. But at Olson's BP in Atlantic, they've got a small meal that's kind of a big deal this month. Their November special on Godfather's Pizza is a mini pizza with 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49, a deal you can't beat. So go check it out at Olson's BP in Atlantic. A mini pizza with 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49, a deal you can't beat. So go check it out at Olson's BP in Atlantic. Tom said you were one place away from getting to the medaling round last year at the state tournament.
Yes, sir.
How has that kind of stuck with you throughout the summer and the spring, fall, and now coming into the new season?
Going through the summer, it's always been something that I look back at when I'm wrestling. Because I wrestled at Disney Duels this summer, and it's always in the back of my head, really, is like, you could have done better. It's a motivator. It's what I use it as.
And so how has kind of all those extra stuff you've done over the summer kind of gotten you ready for this season? Obviously a big season coming up this year.
Florida, Luther Camp, I think all of that helped me. I think I'm more aggressive now, at least, just a little bit. That's one thing I've been trying to improve on. In the past, I've been more of a defensive wrestler. Now I've been trying to make some moves, like shots, tosses if I can. I'm lighter weight in the heavyweight category, so.
And so you talk about what kind of shots specifically do you really want to work on? I know there's obviously when you're a little lighter on the heavyweight side, throws are kind of a very common thing you see, but some blast doubles in there as well are pretty popular as well.
Blast double works pretty well. I'm working on a nice high C. I'd like to get a nice outside single going, but that's a work in progress.
Hey, those ones are tough ones to do. I know that for a fact, no matter how big or small you are. So you're a junior, you still got a couple years left. How do you want to kind of look forward to your junior season? You know you've still got another one. You don't have to leave. You want to leave it all out there, but you got that in back in your mind. I've still got plenty of years. How do you want to start leaving a legacy here at Atlantic?
You know, the goal for me has always been the state tournament, first place, but improvement is always, I said it last year too, improvement's always a amazing goal to have. So state and improve. Win state and improve. That's about it.
And so obviously you're coming back this year. You got a lot of guys coming back here in the wrestling room. What's it kind of like going through those practices and being around the same guys year in and year out?
We have some newer heavyweights. Some of the guys, practice partners I had in the past have gone on, so it's definitely a bit of a change for me. I feel like it's working out pretty well so far, though. So.
And as obviously you said, new heavyweight guys come in, how does it feel kind of be their leader as kind of the older classman in the room?
It is kind of a nice sense of leadership, like authority that you got going on. Especially it's like helping younger kids who don't know what as they're doing as much. It's nice. It's fulfilling.
Yeah. And so I know you said state tournament first place. That's always the goal. What are some things that maybe aren't measured with a medal or with a placement that you're looking forward to build on this year, and maybe that a goal you want to reach?
Wrestling builds stronger men and women. That's always been a thing for me. I stick with the sport not because it's fun for me, which it is, but I feel like so far in my life it's helped me develop in like a work ethic kind of way and being a better person.
Austin West with Evan Sorensen, a junior for the Trojans. We'll be back with more halftime brought to you by Olson's Fuel, Olson's BP, your home for Godfather's Pizza.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Back to a halftime here at Atlantic. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for Godfather's Pizza. Let's take a look at the first half scoring. In ACGC, the Chargers opened up a big lead in that first quarter, 12-2, but Atlantic went on a 9-0 run, and they closed the gap to 12-11 their early second quarter. And shots were hard to come by there in that second quarter for Atlantic. They just had 1 field goal and otherwise 4 free throws for the Trojans. They just scored 6 points in that second quarter for ACGC. They have 3 threes, as Cody McCreedy mentioned. They're not afraid to shoot that ball up, and Reagan Carney leads the team in scoring with a total of 9 points. She has a 3-point shot. Also, Shay Lemke with 7. Kelsey Carlson with 3, Becca Littler with 2, and Camden Richter with a pair. ACGC able to come out in that second quarter, especially mid to late second quarter, and get on a run. And they scored 11 points in that second stanza to lead to 23-15 over Atlantic. Trojans able to score just 6 points in that second quarter, so outscoring Atlantic 11-6. And Cody McCreedy, and to go back to ACGC, the big difference was early when they opened up that 12-2 lead. It was all pressure defense.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they have a very good press, and I think we were really, I think the Trojans were just shocked by it. I think they just didn't know really what to expect from ACGC when it came to their press, and boy, they had to wake up really quick.
Well, Cody, and then Atlantic on that run they made of their own. They put on some pressure defense as well.
Exactly. This game has just been a game of runs. You know, the Chargers will get on a run, and then the Trojans will get on a run, and then the Chargers again, and Trojans again, and that coming into the half, it was the Chargers. So we'll see if the Chargers keep that momentum or if the Trojans can snatch it back away.
You got it. Well, we're back with the second half here in a moment. 23-15 ACGC with the lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Tom Robinson alongside Cody McCreedy. Cody Weaver also on our camera tonight, our live stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishnanet. Atlantic with the basketball, the Charge with the basketball to start the second half. And a 23-15 advantage for ACGC in their home opener this season. Atlantic with their home opener, they had a couple of road games, and Trojans 1-1. Chargers having the front court. Van Meter back out top to Richter. They'll go baseline. Carlson, she'll dump it low. Richter back out to Lemke. Sidestep 3 up, no good off the heel. A rebound run down by Williams for Atlantic. Out to Claire Pellet. Here's that pressure D again by ACGC. Pellet takes the pass back from Kirchhoff. Back to Kirchhoff. They clear the half-court line that time. Kirchhoff inside. Little teardrop shot is no good. Harder gets the offensive board for Atlantic. Out top to Richter. Richter drives, and the ball stolen away. Carlson to Lemke down the left side. Layup up, no good. Rebound knocked to Pellet. There with a nice rebound for Atlantic. The senior gets it out to Kirchhoff. She'll bring it across. Kirchhoff inside the block. Double team. Out of traffic to Richter. She'll fire, and it is in and out, no good. And the rebound off to Richter. Camden Richter for the Chargers 1 minute in the second half. 23-15 the score. Favor of ACGC. Carlson high and right. Dumps it low to Richter. Goes to work Carney. Layup up no good. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. 6:45 to go, and Harder called for travel. And that'll be a turnover. Trojans. They'll kick it back to ACGC along the baseline. 6:45 left, third quarter in the C Pros scoreboard. Lemke will throw it in to Van Meter. She'll try a three. Good. 4-3 of the ball game for ACGC. Now at 26 feet and a steal by Lemke. She'll back up, fire a three. It is no good. Harder rebound for the Trojans. Largest lead for ACGC, 26-15, 11-point advantage. And we've got a turnover Trojans at the other end. And we got a timeout, Coach Vargas, and he wants to talk it over to his team down by 11. 6:23 to go in the third. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream.
ACGC with the ball. They'll get out top to Rick Carney. She'll fire the three. It is no good. And the rebound comes off the Trojans with a foul called on Lemke. And that'll be the first foul on the Chargers here in the second half. 5 fouls per quarter. Then you go that 2-shot foul. A little bit different to rule. Kotsky comes in for Lemke. Coach Cody went 9 deep for the Chargers the first half. Atlantic with it. Claire Pellet whips the ball ahead to Kirchhoff. Nice job of the press. Kirchhoff top of the circle. Back to Pellet. Swatted away by Carlson. She'll get the steal. Carlson bounce pass left side. Kotsky layup up. No good. Rebound Carney. Carney muscles one up and in. Reagan Carney with a pair. A 5-2 run. Or a 5-0 run, for the Chargers second half. Williams layup good. Nice feed to Williams.
Yeah, that was a great assist there by Maddie Richter. Got it down low to Williams, and before they could really set up their defense there.
Chargers the front court, 28-17. ACGC. Score brought to you by the C Pros. 5.5 to play third quarter. Ball out top. Richter, Van Meter. She'll dump up a three. No good. And the rebound loose. Richter had it. Now loose again. Pellet comes up with it. Gets away to Harder. Harder will take it to the rack. Layup is good. 28-19. Harder with the bucket for the Trojans. ACGC in the front. Out top to Richter. She'll put up a shot off the glass. A runner no good. And she's fouled on the rebound. 5:02 left third quarter. ACGC with 5 third quarter points. Atlantic with 4. And Schreck and Littler come in for the Chargers. Inbounds pass coming up. Got to get it away. Gets out to Schreck for 2. Missed off the heel. Ball knocked out by Atlantic. It's going to be ACG ball. So Chargers going a little more height inside with Richter and Schreck. Schreck, a 5'8 senior.
I think
Richter, a 5'8 sophomore, Cody.
I think the Chargers are just trying to figure out a way to, stop Peyton Harder. She's been our offense, the Trojans offense tonight.
3 ball by Kelsey. Carlson goes. And Atlantic now trailing 31-19, and a travel call to the Trojans. Again, that tough ACGC defense. And Stella Largent will come in, the 5'11 freshman for ACGC. And inbounding the ball to Kelsey Carlson with 4:46 to go third quarter. A pass to Kotsky, top of the circle. She'll take it down right side, cut off by Pellet. Kotsky back out top, 4:40 left third quarter. 31-19, ACGC with the lead. Steal by Kirchhoff. She'll take it all the way inside, and her shot is blocked, and a foul call to the Chargers. Good job by Kirchhoff. She had Harder, but Harder really wasn't in a position, Cody.
No, and they had two people down there. You know, they were both kind of looking at Harder. They kind of expected, you know, Kirchhoff to pass it to Harder, which was a great decision by Kirchhoff to just take it herself.
And drew the foul. She'll have a pair here. First one spun up and off the back iron, no good. Atlantic has struggled with the free throw line tonight. They were shooting about 57% after the first couple of ball games, 21 of 37. They like to get that 65% mark, and they've made 5 free throws tonight. Kirchhoff's second try is good. Joey Kirchhoff with her first points of the game. And a steal by Lila Wiederstein now in the game, and she's called for a foul. Just a second on Atlantic, 2 on ACGC. 31-20. Chargers by 11 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 4:25 to go here in this third quarter. Pass baseline to Becca Littler. Down inside to Macy Schreck. She'll take it to the rack. Layup good. Good job by Schreck.
You know, great defense there by Harder. There was nothing you could have done to stop that shot.
Bounce pass low to Harder. She forgot something and picked up by Littler. Pass just a little bit behind her, and Littler takes advantage for ACGC. Kick the ball out top to Kotsky. Down inside to Stella Largent. She traveled with it, the freshman. 4 minutes left, third quarter, 33-20. ACGC with the advantage of the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Van Meter, Emerson Van Meter will come in. Also checking in is Camden Richter, and she'll replace Macy Schreck. And Lila Wiederstein will throw it in. Out top to Schrader. Baseball pass to Harder, and her layup is good. 33-22. You gave me a dirty look there. I called it just a little quick, didn't I?
I was like, oh, I thought that was going to roll out.
Steal by Schrader to Wiederstein. Teardrop shot missed. Rebound long, picked up by McLaren for Atlantic. Driving. Kirchhoff layup no good, and it's rebounded by Richter. So the Trojans have Peyton McLaren now in the ball game. A freshman for the Trojans. 33-22, 11-point lead for ACGC. 3 ball up and no good by Van Meter. Largent rebound. She'll pivot and shoot, can't get it. Richter, left side of Littler for 3. Too long, and the Chargers control the offensive boards. Got another putback, and it missed and knocked out by Wiederstein. And it's going to be a Chargers ball.
The Chargers have came in tonight, and they are physical. You know, we have Atlantic, the Trojans have a taller team, but the Chargers are by far the more physical team tonight.
No doubt, as Stella Sargent gets the inbounds and puts it up and misses. And that'll be the third foul of the Trojans, so 3:07 to go, third quarter. Opening game for ACGC, and they're handling their opening night pretty well, especially defensively. And both teams have had their share of turnovers. Largent's free throw is good. The second one coming for the 5'11 freshman with a lot of promise. That's just the second free throw shot by the Chargers. Second one is off the back iron. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. 34-22, 12-point lead for ACGC. 3 minutes left, third quarter. Down low, layup up by Kirchhoff. Good, great look by Harder.
Yeah, she just slipped right past the press defense there. The Chargers didn't even know that she was down there.
34-24. ACGC's lead cut to 10. Pass, right side, top of the circle. Richter with it, hands it off to Van Meter. Van Meter wings it left. Here's a shot by Littler for 3, rims out. Rebound, Camden Richter, layup good. Boy, she's been tough on the boards as well. 36-24, 12-point lead for ACGC. Pass low to Peyton Harder, reverse layup is good. Harder with 6 points this third quarter. She has 17 for the game. Chargers with it, driving Van Meter, knocked away nicely by Schrader, picked up by Harder. Atlantic will have the ball back with 2:07 to play, third quarter, down by 10. Bounce pass over to Peyton McLaren, the freshman. She'll bring it to the front court to Williams. Back to Peyton McLaren, back out top. Zoe Kirchhoff still swinging right. Schrader back to Harder, layup no good, but she's fouled. Largent with the foul, that'll put Harder back in the line for a pair. So Harder with 17 points. She shot 5 free throws. She is 3 for 5. And her free throw coming up. Free throw is up and it is good. Now the score, 36-27. Second free throw coming up. Trying to make it an 8-point game, and Harder missed it, rims out. And the Chargers have it in the front court. Inside, Carlson missed the shot. Rebound Williams, 1:43 to go. Here in this third quarter. Out to Harder, high and right, baseline, Schrader, down low, Williams, layup up, good! Nice work that time.
Yeah, she saw that down low, and once she caught that ball, she threw it right away. I mean, she saw that from a mile away.
So now, it'll be the Chargers basketball. Out top is Carney, down low to Cam, and Richter makes the bucket good.
Beautiful turnaround there by the Chargers.
1:08 to go in the third, 38-29. ACGC. Pass to Hall, Peyton McLaren stops and pops and scores. The freshman gets the 2 for the Trojans. 38-31, Atlantic down by 7. And the Chargers turn it over in the backcourt. Good pressure. Into Schrader. Layup up, no good. Rebound Richter. 46 seconds to go. Here in this third quarter. 40 seconds to go. Richter baseline. Carlson for 3. Got it. What a big 3. Carlson with 2 threes here in this second quarter.
Just as you thought the Trojans were going to steal the momentum from the Chargers came right back and got that momentum back. And as you can see here again, they have the ball once again on the turnover.
19 seconds to go in the third. Left side, Carlson for 3. No good. Good block out by Williams to get it for Atlantic. And they get it ahead to Kirchhoff, throws it away. Steal by Kotsky. She'll take it all the way to the rim with 2 seconds to go. And it's batted away, and that's it after 3. 41-31, a 10-point lead for ACGC, but the energy's cranked up a little bit, Cody McCreedy.
Oh, yeah. It's like I said earlier, right when it looks like the Trojans were going to get the momentum back, the Chargers have taken it right back with that 3 down low, and then another steal and another turnover by the Trojans. And, we just got to play more consistent. The Trojans just got to play more consistent basketball. They have a good run here at the beginning of the third quarter. Just when you thought that they were going to steal that momentum back, the Chargers take it right back and force a couple turnovers.
10-point lead for ACGC. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video stream at WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nistanet.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantecker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
And welcome back. It's a 10-point lead for the Charge. Atlantic with the basketball. Right side of McLaren. They've been kicking out top to Kirchhoff. And Zoe Kirchhoff gets it off the pellet. Claire with the ball. Double teamed and throws it away. Now she reaches in and maybe gets a jump ball on it. And that's going to be the case. Chargers have the arrows. 7:43 to go here in this third quarter. $18 points scored by ACGC in that third quarter. A big quarter, their best offensive output. They had a couple of threes. In fact, 3 threes in that stanza. Chargers have the ball. Here's a 3-point shot by Lepke. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by ACGC. We have a foul here too, Cody.
Yep, you got to push there down low.
So the ball belongs to Atlantic. 41-31 the score. Ball goes to Kirchhoff, back to Pellet. Over to Wiederstein, over to Maddie Richter, baseline. She'll put up a runner, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound fought for by Williams and also Reagan Carney. 7:14 to play. 10-point lead for ACGC. They've scored 12, 11, and 18. Out top to Richter. Richter finds a seam, dribbles in, lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Schrack. Out to Lemke at ACGC with the front court. Lemke, left baseline, Van Meter, and she traveled with it. Got a little hop step in there, Cody.
Yeah.
So the ball goes back to Atlantic with 7 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Down by 10, 41-31. Kirchhoff in the backcourt, ahead to Pellet, Richter. Ball loose, stolen by Schrack. Lemke down the left side, and she loses the handle, and the turnover Chargers. Atlanta gets the ball back. With 6:45 to play in this third quarter. 41-31, a 10-point advantage for the Chargers, and here comes Becca Littler back in. Out goes Van Meter, Schreck out, and Stella Largent, the freshman, will check in, who forgot to talk to Ski. Now she gets it in.
I mean, they're coming in and out so
play,
quickly.
Man. Yeah. Trojans have the ball. Pellet underneath the basket with 6:45 to go, and the ball is thrown in. Williams secures it out to Claire Pellet. Pellet runs into traffic, and a whistle. We've got a jump ball. And Hero favors ACGC.
The Chargers press is just suffocating. This is a very, very good press, and you know, if you told me this was their first game of the year, I think I would be surprised. They are playing lights out tonight when it comes to that press.
Preseason practice, and Stella Sargent's layup missed over to a rebound by Richter, and she gets the 2. And now it's a 43-31 lead for the Chargers. Pass ahead to Kirchhoff. She'll take it between the rings. Leaves it off for Wiederstein, baseline. Richter, she'll fire a 3, no good. Rebound off to Wiederstein. Her layup is missed. She gets it back and can't get it to go. Williams gets to put back it in. So Katrina Williams with 6 points. And a timeout is called, and we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishnanet.
Get to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Glow Bowling, all the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl, Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Welcome back to Atlantic with a lot of time left the fourth quarter. It's 43-33, and you go back to that opening of the game, a 12-2 run by ACGC, and they've kind of kept that going, although Atlantic did close the gap to 1 point at one time at 12-11 in that second quarter, but after that, Chargers just kept Atlantic at arm's length. Atlantic has never led the game.
Yeah, the Chargers have started out, they took control of the game early on, and they have not let go, took their foot off that pedal yet. So we'll see if the Trojans can somehow get their foot off the Chargers' foot off the pedal and get some points here before it's too late.
Lemke over to Becca Littler for 3, and she knocked it down right out of the timeout, and Littler with the triple for ACGC, and it's 46-33. And we've got a foul called on Atlantic. And nope, they called the foul on Richter for ACGC. 6:04 to go, fourth quarter. 6 minutes left here in the ball game. Pass ahead to Lila Wiederstein, and she threw it away. Steal by Carlson. Well, they rotate nice in that zone press. Back out to Lemke. 13-point Charger lead. Hand it off to Carlson. She'll dump up a 3. No good. Rebound, Largent. Her putback is good. Stella Largent with 3 points. The freshman, 48-33. 15-point lead. The largest for ACGC. Here's Kirchhoff. Harder layup good.
The Trojans needed that. They needed to stop that run by the Chargers, and, well, here we go. The Chargers are running back down the court.
Yep, 20 points for Harder. Steal by Schrader. And she's fouled by Lemke. And that's number 3 on ACGC. 5:20 to go, fourth quarter. And checking in is Kotsky. And out is Lemke with 4 fouls. Wiederstein is checking out. So Pellet is in. Along Kirchhoff, Harder, Richter, and Schrader. Pass into Pellet. Near side is Schrader. Down low, Harder. Layup up. God! Harder with 4 here in this fourth quarter, and she has 22. 5 minutes left. 48-37 ACGC. Driving, shot up, no good by Carlson. Foul on Richter. That's just the first foul of Atlantic here in this fourth quarter. 3 already on ACGC. And a pair of free throws coming up for Carlson. Carlson has 3 threes here in the ball game. She has 9 points. All 3-point shots. Free throw up, and it is off the back iron. No good. And 2 threes here in this quarter. And out comes Stella Large at the freshman. Second free throw by Carlson is money. Carlson now with 10. 4:59 to go here in the ball game. 49-37 up by 12 is ACGC. Here's Kirchhoff. And the ball stolen away, or foul called on Kotsky. And that's 4 on the Chargers here in this fourth quarter. Atlantic will shoot 2 next foul. So here's Pellet. Throw it in. And she's going to get out top to Zoe Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff back to Pellet, high and left. Baseline Richter, stolen away by Corney. And here comes ACGC. Out top is Kotsky, 4:38 to play. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Give it a go, Carney, layup good. Great look by Richter, and Carney finishes with the 2.
Absolute textbook give and go there.
13 for Carney, 51-37 Chargers, and travel on Atlantic. 4:21 left.
The Chargers are controlling the pace of this game. They want to play fast, and that is exactly what is going on here. They are spading the Trojans right out of this gym, and the Trojans need to slow things down, but the Chargers just have complete control of this game when it comes to the pace.
And the whistle, we got a timeout, Coach Kading, a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. ACGC up by 14, 4:14 to play here in this fourth quarter. Back right after this.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
ACG's with the ball to start the post timeout. Carney short teardrop is in from the left side. And Reagan Carney starting to round up the points. She has 15, and it's 53-37 Chargers. 4 minutes left on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Here is Kirchhoff for 2 from 15. Can't get it. Rebound comes off to Richter. Boy, I haven't seen Peyton Harder touch the ball at all much in the second half. A travel called on the Chargers, at least in the fourth quarter, Cody.
I think I've said a couple times that the Chargers defense have been a little suffocating tonight. So, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're preventing the Trojans' best player from getting the ball down low, and you can see by the scoreboard, it's clearly working.
McLaren in the game now. Out top, Schrader driving, runner up short. Rebound comes off to Richter. That's a nice shot, though. That nice runner by Schrader just didn't go. ACGC with it down low to Reagan Carney. Layup good. Carney going to work. 6 of the fourth quarter. She has 17. And Coach Farguson wants a timeout as ACGC opens up a 55-37 lead. Their largest here in the ball game. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nistanet.
We are happy to be ready to be part of something bigger. I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Ag and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
Minute timeout by Coach Vargas and Schrader. Loop pass to Peyton McLaren inside, and the ball thrown away. Atlantic has a new player in, that's Friend, and the layup is good by ACGC as they are really running away now. That was Lemke with the bucket for the Chargers. 57-37. So Atlantic has Friend in there, and the Trojans throw it away again. Atlantic gets the ball back. So in the ball game now is another freshman. Friend and McLaren both getting some action here for the Trojans. Addie Friend, Addie's a sophomore. I checked that. McLaren, a freshman. Here is Kirkhoff to McLaren. Payton with it, drives down inside, dumps to Harder, throws it away, and a foul called on ACGC. 2:47 left. The boys game coming up next. It's the opener for both those teams. And the opener for Atlantic, boys coach Dalton Franken. But I do kid him, Cody. He's 1-0. He filled in for Coach Hall last year when Coach was ill, and Franken's team won. He beat Clinton. So yeah. He's 1-0. Here's Harder's free throw. It's on the way, and it is good. Atlantic has scored 7 here in this fourth quarter, and ACGC with 3, 9, 12, 13, 15. Harder's free throw good. She hit them both. Peyton Harder's had a good night offensively with 24. She's going to come out as Coach Barr goes to his bench. And checking in is Harlan, another freshman for Atlantic in the ball game. Riley Harlan, ACGC across the timeline. Avery Knuth is in as well. Lemke top of the circle, right side of Carlson. Carlson behind the screen, fires a deep three, can't get it. Good block out inside, but Richter comes up with it. Out top, Carney drives. Carney's shot no good, a foul called, I believe, on Jillian Satar, or a foul called on Harlan, rather. So Harlan there, along with McLaren. At the free throw line, Reagan Carney. 6 fourth quarter points. Carney's free throw is no good. Reagan Carney with a good night. She has 17 to lead her ball club. The second free throw is no good. Rebound. Nice job by Schrader. And she comes to the front court. Out top, McLaren. And ball batted away by Carlson. Harlan runs it down, but she double dribbles. Or Addie Friend, rather. We'll get these newcomers right here, Cody.
Yeah, well, eventually. I mean, we got 2 minutes to figure it out.
That's
so.
Right. 2:15 left. 57-39. ACGC with the lead. Pass left side of Van Meter. Back out top. Lemke. She'll fire up a 3. 2. Good! She banked it in. 60-39, the Chargers.
Exactly what she wanted to do.
I didn't hear you yell bank. But Atlantic in the front with Schrader, and she kicks it in the backcourt. That's going to be Chargers ball. Now Coach Kading goes to his bench. Kotsky is in. Littler, Schreck, and Stella Sargent. Carlson stays in. And we've got a timeout, I believe, Atlantic. Timeout Trojans, we'll take it with them. We're back in 60 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westerniowatoday.com. Powered.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
So here we go. Inbounds coming up here. Out top to Kotsky. 1:44 to go. High post, Stella Largent. Give it a go inside to Schreck and knocked out of bounds. 60-39, 1:37 to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbounds out top to Avery Knuth. Over near side, McLaren. They'll go low to Addie Friend. Friend's got some height to her. Double teamed in there, but nowhere to throw it. And throws it away. Now a jump ball is called. So a jump ball with 1:22 left here in the ball game. Close it got was 12-11 there in that first half, but otherwise it's been all ACGC. They jumped out 12-2. Out to McLaren. Whoa, and a three-point shot is good. Peyton McLaren with a triple here in this fourth quarter. 60-39. McLaren with 5 points. Kotsky with it out top. Bounce pass. Schreck down low to Stella Large. And hook shot off the glass, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lamp. Lamp good in that JV game. She's getting some time here late in the ball game. Bounce pass down low to Addie Friend, and a foul called on ACGC. And that is Savannah Akers, the sophomore, getting some time here late in the ball game. 60-41. So shooting will be Addie Friend for the Trojans. Down by 19. 50 seconds to play the Seed Pro scoreboard, and free throw is good. So Riley Harlan, I should say, at the free throw line. She's got some height to her. Riley, 5'9" freshman. Her second free throw is off the front iron. Rebound by the Trojans. And that is Addie Friend, who got the rebound of the putback for Atlantic. So Friend will step to the free throw line and shoot a pair for the Trojans. Friend, a 5'7" sophomore. And her free throws are coming up. 60-44 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Here's the free throw on the way. It is no good. A rebound battle for, and we've got Akers battling Riley Harlan with it. It's going to be ACGC's ball. 46 seconds left. Inbounds a Kotsky for ACGC. She'll bring it across the timeline. Almost stolen away by Peyton McLaren. Knocked out of bounds. Largen will throw it in with 40 ticks on the clock. Boys game coming up next. Kotsky out top, guarded by McLaren. Kotsky reverse dribble, top of the circle, goes high post to Largent. 30 seconds left. Littler from the three-point line fires a high arcer and knocks it down. Boy, Littler can hit that triple.
That was a deep three.
So Littler, she has two of those in this fourth quarter with 18 seconds to go. Well, it's a good start for the Chargers here of the season with this win over Atlantic tonight. A tough defense. They shoot the three. They've had a number of those threes. We'll add them up here a little later on. Atlantic has the ball stolen with 11 seconds to go. Kotsky high and right. 7 seconds to go, and she'll just dribble down, and that'll be it. 63-44 is your final. As ACGC over Atlantic. And the Trojans go to 1-2. The Chargers start the season at 1-0. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're back right after this.
Winter is nearly. Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to myersindustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
Hi everyone, this is Caitlin from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Start your day off right and let us take care of breakfast. We have so much to choose from eggs, sausage, bacon, pancakes, and so much more. We are available 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. daily. Stop in and enjoy. Have you ordered your holiday packs yet? Leave all the holiday craziness to us. Stop in or give Crystal a call today to get your pack ordered. And don't forget, we also have in our meat department, you buy a ham and get a free turkey. That's right, you buy a ham and you get a free turkey. Thank you as always for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
And welcome back. We're getting set for the boys' game. We're going to recap the girls. So, first of all, here, Cody McCreedy, our post-game brought to you by Cass Health, Neighbors Caring for Neighbors. Well, it was 12-2 lead for the Chargers early. The Atlantic able to go on a 9-0 run there late first quarter in the second quarter to make it 12-11, but then it was all ACGC after that. 12-9 after one, and they opened up a 23-15 lead after halftime break. They outscored Atlantic 18-16 in the third quarter and 22-11 in that final frame. They had a lot of threes here tonight as we go down the scoring here from top to bottom. Kelsey Carlson for the Chargers had 8-9 points. She had a couple of threes in the ball game. Shay Lemke had her share. She had 2 threes and 3 field goals for 12. Also scoring, Reagan Carney. She had 6 fourth quarter points, 8 in the second half, and she also came up with 9 in the first half. She had 17 for the ball game. Emerson Van Meter with 3. Becca Littler had 6 points, and in fact, Littler had 6 in the second half. She had 8 for the ball game. She had a pair also in that second quarter, so 8 for Becca Littler. And Macy Schrick had 2 points. Also, Camden Richter came in with 8 for ACGC, and Stella Largent, the freshman, had 3. So a good outing for the Chargers, and they got a lot of people that's scoring column as well. Peyton Harder had a big night, I believe around 24. We're going to add them up here. She had a total of 2, 4, 6, 7 in the first quarter. She came back with 9-11 at the halftime break. And then she had scored 7 more in that third quarter for 18. And she finished with 26 points here on the night, 24 points, to lead all scores here for Atlantic. 2 points for McKenna Schrader, and Kirchhoff. Zoe had 3 for Atlantic. Also, Katrina Williams had 6, and Peyton McLaren had 4 points, and Riley Harlan had 1 for the Trojans, as Atlantic falls short tonight with a score of 63-44 here on their home court. Well, we're going to get lined up for the boys game, a post game brought to you by Cass Health, with neighbors caring for neighbors. We'll have that boys contest coming up right after this.
The Cass Health?
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, welcome back to Atlantic as we start the boys' game here in this second of two. Girls' game was all ACGC after that close early second quarter, 63-44 the final. Boys game coming up. This is the opener for both these teams, Cody McCreedy, and talk about what you expect to see here on an opening night, huh?
Well, you're going to see probably both teams, with a little bit of preseason rust, and that's expected when you're both coming out in your first game of the year. But we'll see which team has less rust when it comes to the offseason and who put in more work in the offseason, and that team will come out victorious, and both teams will see what they need to work on throughout the season.
And both teams out warming up. Atlantic to our left on our video, and ACGC warming up to the right. They had a chance to catch up with Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken, his new head coach for the Trojans, taking over Derek Hall, who resigned after the season a year ago. And we'll hear from Coach Dalton Franken right after this. Our Coach's Show brought to you by McCreedy Tire, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 101 2nd Street in Atlantic. We're back with Coach Franken right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McCreedy Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McCreedy Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McCreedy Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
And welcome back to the McCreedy Tire Coaches Show here on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nish.net. And we're joined by Atlantic first-year head coach Dalton Franken. Team, you're 1-0, by the way, Coach. I remember a year ago you coached the team at Clarendon, you won. So you really 1-0 as a head coach. But here you go, and I know you've been excited with this group and have been working hard and focusing.
I'll tell you this much. I know our boys are ready to get on the floor and play Tuesday. They're sick of practice. I have been really happy with our boys' effort. We're just going to continue to fine-tune things, continue to get more practices. But I know the boys are chomping at the bit to get on the floor to compete against someone other than their own teammates that they've been beating on each other for a couple of weeks now. So they're ready to go.
Have you had some scrimmage? You've had a scrimmage or two, haven't you?
Yeah, so we scrimmaged West Central Valley last Friday, which was really good for us. Kind of checkpoint to see where we were at with things, especially on the defensive end of the floor. West Central Valley did some things that we struggled with initially, but we were able to make adjustments, mid-game, which is always good. Obviously, gave us things to work on this week in practice too, so it was good for us.
Who we can see on the floor?
I think this year we can honestly play probably 8 or 9 guys right now that I'm comfortable with putting on the floor. Our senior class with Colton Rasmussen and Tyrell Williams, Brock Henderson, Nolan Waters. So we have a really solid senior group. Roth Dembesti's in there as well. I've really been impressed with Roth in practice. I mean, he's came to work every single day, and you can tell he really wants to be on the floor for us. So I've been impressed with Roth. So those guys, and our sophomore class, we got some guys that are going to contribute for us this year with Hudson McLaren, Gavin McLaren, those 2 guys. Sawyer Terrell could be a guy to give us minutes at end of quarter situations, stuff like that. Tough kid. 7 to 8 that I feel really comfortable with right now, which for a high school basketball team, 7 to 8 is good to have. So,
Coach Franken, when you talk about your team, and what are some of the questions you may want answered?
There's a really big difference between practice and a game, right? So I'm really excited to see how our guys respond when the bullets start flying, because it's kind of a sink or swim situation, right? You either love the moment and rise to the occasion, or you shy away from it. So I'm excited to see who takes the challenge, to rises to the occasion for us and wants to compete and do everything they can to get us a win Tuesday.
It's interesting you say that. So ACGC, how much of a challenge are they going to be? What do you think of this team?
They play with tremendous pace. They really get up and down the floor. They have some really good athletes, and they rebound the ball really well. I think is what I've been most impressed with them. They rebound really well. They're not an overly big team, but they're athletic, they're fast, they attack the glass, and once they get that rebound, they get out and go. Holy smokes, I kind of get tired just watching their film. They get up and down the floor. Transition defense is going to be huge for us. And controlling the glass is going to be really huge for us. One and done for them, so we can get out and go the other way, is going to be really big for us. Transition defense and getting our hand up on shooters too. So they're going to be a really, really big challenge for us, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and of course you get that game on Tuesday and the opener, then get right back in action on the road at Glenwood on Friday. So here we go, so to speak. Here we go. I'm really looking forward to the season.
Like I said, just reiterating, I know our guys are really, really looking forward to getting on the floor. They're sick of beating on each other, and they.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlanta, getting set for the boys' game here tonight. Tom Robbins alongside Cody McCreedy, and Cody Weaver also helping out, getting you warmed up on the camera and all that, Cody. And boys' game coming up here. These two teams both starting off their season here in Atlantic tonight. And for the Trojans, they've got some new faces, no doubt about it. And some guys that played quite a bit a year ago. They'll have Nolan Waters, an experienced player from a year ago, and he can shoot the three. Also, Tyrell Williams back, and Colton Rasmussen, who was all-conference a year ago. First-teamer, scored at 400 points, averaged 18.1 a game. Is, of course, back for the Trojans as a senior. And we'll see Gavin McLaren also Gavin, a year ago, played quite a bit as a freshman, especially early on in the season. So the Trojans have some experience back, but we'll see some new faces as well. And for ACGC, Anthony Solozano is back. He averaged 6.44 a year ago. And Lance Bundy averaging 12.64. Also, Noah Kading averaged 8.72 a year ago for the Chargers. And Peyton Poliski averaged just under 8 points a game. And also Jathan South, who is a junior now, had an outstanding football season. Jathan averaging 2.5 points a game. Well, we're getting close to our starting lineups, Atlantic and ACGC, and we'll take this timeout. We're back right after these.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Here's Tom Robinson alongside Cody McCreedy on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back. Boys game coming up here at 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com. As starters for ACGC, we'll see Jathan South get a start, a 6'2 junior. Also starting for the Chargers will be Anthony Solozano. South, a 6'2 junior. Solozano, a 5'10 senior. Lance Bundy getting a start for the Chargers, a 6'1" senior. And Joe Crawford, it'll be Noah Kading starting for the Chargers. And also rounding out the starting lineup will be Peyton Poliski for ACGC, a 6'3 junior. So Jathan South, a 6'2 junior. Anthony Solozano, a 5'10 senior. Lance Bundy, a 6'1 senior. Noah Kading, a 6'3 junior. And Peyton Poliski, a 6'3 junior. For Atlantic, Solozano getting introduced right now. ACGC opening up the season here tonight at Atlantic. Lance Bundy, Anthony Solozano, Jathan South, Noah Kading, Peyton Poliski. So the Chargers go 6'2", 5'10", 6'1", 6'3", and 6'3". For the Atlantic Trojans, Nolan Waters starting for Atlantic, a 5'10 senior. Tyrell Williams, 5'11 senior. Colton Rasmussen, 6'3 senior, also starting for the Trojans. Gavin McLaren will be starting inside. And Brock Henderson starting for Atlantic. Opening tip-off is coming up. It's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank.
First Whitney Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
And welcome back to Atlantic as we get going here In game number 2, Atlantic and ACGC. Brock Henderson will jump it up for the Trojans. And Jathan South for ACGC. ACGC going left to right, Atlantic right to left, like in the home white uniforms. Chargers in their road black. As we start the second game of 2 here. Here's the tip, and it's controlled by Atlantic and then picked up by Kading of ACGC. And right off the bat, I think we've got a foul here. Yeah, we do. So foul on Nolan Waters right out of the gate, and then the Chargers have the ball in the front court. 3 seconds in here. So throwing in will be Anthony Solizano, a 5'10 junior. Into Bundy. Bundy top of the circle, guarded by Waters. Atlantic comes out of the man defense. Top of the key to Kading. Kading over to Bundy. Bundy fires a 3, can't get it. Rebound pulled down by Henderson for Atlantic. And Waters to the front court for the Trojans. Rasmussen high and right. He'll spin it out top to Waters. Waters top of the circle. Just underway Atlantic's opening possession. Pass to Rasmussen. He'll stop. Pop low. Gavin McLaren layup no. And Brock Henderson follows. Can't get it to go. And the rebound pulled down by South. South across court to Solizano. Bundy with it. He'll attack the rim. Layup is no good. Rebound to Brock Henderson again. And Brock will get it off to Nolan Waters. No score on the Seed Pros scoreboard here early. Rasmussen trying to get open. He does. Hounded by Kading. Down low to Gavin McLaren. Layup no good. Little basket here early. Rebound Poliski. Solizano left wing. Back out top. South. Poliski. Solizano. He'll pull up behind the arc. Step back 3. Can't get it. Rims out. Henderson again with the rebound. He's got 3 of those early.
Yeah, I mean, he's got all our rebounds so far. I mean, he's got.
Rasmussen pulls up and knocks down a 2. And Atlantic up 2-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 6:36 to play first quarter. Top of the circle, Jathan South over left side of Noah Kading. Kick it out, top Poliski driving. Poliski shot blocked by Henderson. Picked up by McLaren. And out to Rasmussen. He'll take it all the way down inside. Layup is no good. A foul call to the floor. What a block by Henderson. What a good start for him. It's 6:19 to go in the first quarter. 2-0. Atlantic with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And the ball. Williams will throw it in. Looking for a flasher. Finds Waters high and left. And he throws it away. Picked off by Kading. He'll kick it out top to Bundy. Bundy leaves it off to South. Now near side to Poliski. Right baseline to Kading. Solizano top of the circle. Atlantic in a sagging man at the top with Rasmussen on Solizano. Under 6 to play first quarter. Poliski. Kading top of the circle. Noah driving inside. Layup up and it is good. Noah Kading gets the Chargers on the board. 2-2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Nice runner by Noah Kading. 5:40 to play first quarter. Rasmussen brings it across the half-court line. Loses the ball, gets it back. Now pulls up at the elbow and fires. Good! Rasmussen with 4. Atlantic up 4-2. 5:26 to go here in this second quarter. Steal by Rasmussen. He'll take it in and miss the shot. He thought about dunking it, and he missed the layup. South with the rebound. He'll take it to the left baseline. Poliski for 3. No good. Rebound. Tyrell Williams for Atlantic. Trojans have the ball. 5 minutes left through the first quarter. Waters top of the circle for the Trojans. Guarded at the top of the key by Bundy. His layup is missed. Poliski rebound. Poliski on the move. Cross court. Noah Kading. He'll spot up a 3. No good. Rebound Henderson again. He has 4. Ahead to Rasmussen. Rasmussen high and right, trying to gather it, and he does. 4:40 left first quarter. Rasmussen drives, runner blocked by Kading. Picked up by Poliski. Left side runner by Bundy. He missed the shot. And the rebound comes off to the Chargers. Foul called on Henderson. Atlantic up 4-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 4:29 to play here in this first quarter. So the Chargers will throw it in. And tossing it in will be Jathan South. And he gets it to Poliski. Over to Noah Kading. Kading on McLaren driving. Jump stop, puts it up. Good! And he draws the foul. So Cody ties the game at 4, and he gets the and 1. With 4:24 to go first quarter, the Seed Pro scoreboard. And checking in is Hudson McLaren and Rockton Bestie for Williams and McLaren. Gavin McLaren, Hudson is in, and Rockton Bestie, the senior. 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Free throw on the way, and it is no good. And the rebound, Dembesti, he gets it back into Hudson McLaren. McLaren on the move across the timeline. He's fouled by Solozano. And that's 2 on the Chargers, 3 on the Trojans. So Colton Rasmussen will throw it in midcourt. Rasmussen out to Hudson McLaren. He'll bring it across the half-court line, guarded by Solozano. Leads it off for Rasmussen high and right. Henderson down low, Dembesti. He'll take it to the rack. Layup good! Roth Dembesti with the bucket for the Trojans. Atlantic up by a pair, 6-4 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Bounce pass to Jathan South, top of the circle. Leaves it off for Bundy, guarded by Waters. Bundy pulls up, skip past Poliski. He'll drive in, jump stop, layup good. Tate Poliski with his first bucket. We're tied at 6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. In and Olin Waters. Across the timeline for Atlantic. Skip past Hudson McLaren, and he's fouled. Jathan South tripped him up there, and that's going to be number 3 on the Chargers, 3 on Atlantic. With 3.5 to go here in this first quarter of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Henderson's out, and Gab McLaren is in. And Rasmussen will throw it in for Atlantic. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. We're tied at 6. 3:30 to play first quarter. Leave it off for Waters. Dembesti, right side of Rasmussen. Nolan Waters dumps it low, and a steal by Poliski for ACGC. He'll go coast to coast. Layup up and no good. A foul called on Waters on the floor. That's Ford Atlantic with 3:16 to play first quarter. So the ball out of bounds. South will throw it in. Williams in, Waters out. Trojans go tall in there with Dembesti. Gavin McLaren, and now Williams. Inbounds Poliski. High post, Kading, Bundy, Solozano, right wing. Guarded by Rasmussen. Leaves it off for Poliski, top of the circle. Poliski, Bundy on the drive. Cut off. Poliski wide open. Layup missed. He was wide open down low.
I think he was too wide open. I think it surprised him how wide open he was, and he just missed the shot.
He missed the shot, and still tied at 6, and that ball almost thrown away. Rasmussen tried to go to Dembesti, and a good try by Jathan South of ACGC. We've got a timeout with 3:01 to go first quarter. Timeout called by Atlantic head man Dalton Franken, and we'll take it with them. We're back right after this at 95.7 FM.
Whether you Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic throws it into Hudson McLaren after Coach Franken's timeout. Tied at 6, under 3 to play first quarter. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Ball poked away. He's double teamed. Gets rid of it to Tyrell Williams. Bounce pass Rasmussen. He'll spot up a 3. Good! Big 3 by Rasmussen at 2:41 to go. Puts Atlantic up 9-6. In the front court, Jathan South looks for Kading out top near the half-court line. He'd guarded by McLaren with Kading. To the rack, layup up, and it is no good. Rebound to Rasmussen for Atlantic. He'll run to the front court, all the way in. Dunks it, missed the shot. Tried the stuff and missed it. Rebound South. Atlantic up by 3, and Dembesti fouls. And that's 5 on Atlantic. You'll check that turnover. Thank you, Cody. Carry the call. And timeout's going to be called by ACGC, a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back right after this.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to myersindustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer. Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
9-6 Atlantic with the lead in the ball. Rasmussen with it, driving inside, stop, pops, and it's good. Nice little teardrop by Rasmussen, a runner, and he dropped it in. 11-6 Trojans with the lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. In the front court, South driving. His layup is good, but he's fouled on the move. Thought the basket went in. We're still at 9-6 on the board. There we go, 11-6. Trojans up by 5, and Rasmussen has 9 of the 11 here in the first quarter. 1:49 to go. This stands. South will throw it in for the baseline. And a timeout, or check that. That's free throws. That's fifth foul. So the officials are getting warmed up too, Cody McCreedy.
Yeah, new rules coming out of this year. Clearly the refs are, not used to this rule as all.
Free throw by South is missed. He'll have a second one coming. So there's no more 1-and-1, so it's 5 fouls each quarter, then it's an automatic 2. South free throw, he made that one. And the count, 11-7, Atlantic by 4. Pass ahead to Brock Henderson. He loses the ball out of bounds, just too much steam on it. And the ball belongs to ACGC. 11-7 the score. There we go. Inbounds to South, out to Solizano in the backcourt. Atlantic with some press. South ahead to Noah Kading. He's got a seam, drives in, runner good. 11-9, 4 straight for ACGC and 6 for Kading here in this first quarter. Atlantic's lead is 2. 1:23 to go. First stanza pass, baseline. Williams down to Henderson. He puts his head down, puts it up, no good. And the rebound off to Bundy. He'll get it left wing to Poliski, and a double dribble is called on Bundy. Turnover on the Chargers. Atlanta gets the ball back. So Rasmussen will throw it in for the far sideline. We owe you a station ID. You're listening to high school basketball on KSWY Atlantic. 1:10 left. Waters across the timeline. He gets over to Rasmussen high and left. He's guarded by Noah Kading. Stops, pops, no good. The rebound Bundy. Ball loose. Williams has it. And over and back. Good call with the official. Williams had it in the front court, and then he scooped it back. And it's a turnover, Chargers.
Kind of had to think about that one a little bit.
Yeah, he was there. These guys are veterans. Coach Blake is asking about the call there. The inbounds for Noah Kading out top to Zathan South. Zathan brings it across the half-court line with 50 seconds to go. South driving, kick it out top. Solizano pulls up the elbow and fires. No good short. Rebound Henderson. Boy, he's got a bundle of rebounds here in this first quarter. Pass ahead. Williams scoops it off for Henderson. Over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen looks to get inside. Turns, followed by Jay from 14. Good! What a good first quarter for Rasmussen. He has 11 of the Trojans 13. 13-9 Atlantic by 4 in the Seed Pros scoreboard. Out top, Kading. Left side. New player in is Crawford now. Joe Crawford. Solizano with it. 7 seconds on the clock. 6. Driving. Kading. 4. Shot up. No good at 3. Rebound pulled down by Henderson at 1. We'll call it a jump ball. Atlantic will have it with 1 second on the clock. One second left. There's a pass down court, and it is out of bounds. And it'll be...
Going to call foul.
We'll call a foul on that one.
And it looks like they're going to call it on the floor.
Yes. So the shot, the buzzer is no good. And that'll be it. 13-9, a 4-point lead for the Trojans. We're back right after this 60-second timeout at 95.7 FM.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
As the Trojans lead 13-9 at the fresh end of the board here. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. So Joe Crawford will throw it in. Good first quarter play. Inbounds, Lance Bundy brings it across the timeline. Pulls up and fires short. Rebound, Bundy gets his own rebound, drives in, layup up, good. Bundy gets the bucket, his first two of the game. 13-11, Atlantic's lead is cut to 2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Across the timeline, Nolan Waters. Back out to Rasmussen. He'll take it to the rack. Layup no good. Puts it back up and missed. And the rebound pulled down by Nate Chance now in the game, a guard forward. Out top to Bundy. South for 3. No good. That was for the lead. And rebound Waters for Atlantic. 7:20 to go. Baseline Williams. Shot good. Williams for 2. Atlantic up 15-11 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Top of the circle, Jathan South. Leaves it off the near side to Poliski. Back to South. Top of the circle. South driving, layup, he throws it away, but knocked out by Henderson. With 6:55 to go second quarter, 15-11. Atlantic's lead is 4. Salazano comes in and Lance Bundy comes out of the ball game. So the throw in by Jathan South. Way out top to Poliski, and it's almost stolen by Gavin McLaren. Crawford with it, and he throws it away. Went baseline to Joe Crawford. So in the ball game now is Nate Chance off the bench. Also, Poliski is in there for ACGC. Solizano. Jathan South is in, and Williams brings it across the timeline for Atlantic. Top of the circle. Looks to throw it to Nolan Waters. Waters back out to Rasmussen. He'll take it to the rack. Layup no good, but he's fouled by Joe Crawford. And Rasmussen will go to the free throw line. Colton Rasmussen had 11 points in the first quarter. Atlantic with 13. 2 for Rofton Bestie. So it was Rasmussen, who averaged 18 points a game a year ago, scored 400 total points at the free throw line. His free throw's on the way and good. Colton Rasmussen with 12 here in the ball game. Atlantic up 16-11 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw is in the air, and it is good. Made them both. Atlantic up 17-11 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Solozano brings the ball to the front court out to South. South spins around, looks for someone, now finds baseline Crawford. Back to Jathan South, left wing. Loop pass to Crawford, he saves it, he hits the deck. And a pass out top to Joe Crawford, missed the shot. Nate Chance saved it. And we've got a whistle, and we've got a foul pulled on ACGC. 6:08 to go here in the first half. 17-11, a 6-point lead for Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Pass it to Nolan Waters. He'll bring it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Waters picked up top of the circle by Bundy. Almost stolen away by Poliski. Mid-Atlantic turns it over. Under 6 to go. Rofton Bestie back in for the Trojans. Hudson McLaren will check in for Atlantic. And Solozano will throw it in. Back out top and across the timeline is Noah Kading. Leaves it off for Solozano. He'll take it down inside. Nice head fake layup. He's missed. Rebound, Tyrell Williams. 17-11. Atlantic by 6. 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. Hudson McLaren out top with the basketball. Lobs it. Williams, a nice steal by Joe Crawford. Layup is good. Crawford off the bench gets a pair. Now it's a 4-point Atlantic lead. 17-13 the Seed Pros scoreboard. 5:25 to go. Second quarter. Driving McLaren. Tapped out of bounds by Lance Bundy. So Atlantic will have it a baseline right. Nolan Waters will come in. And out goes Hudson McLaren. 5:20 left second quarter. 17-13 the score. Inbounds to Rasmussen. Stops. Pops a three. Good! How about Rasmussen? What a start he is having. 16 for Rasmussen. Average 18 a year ago. Baseline. Driving. Noah Kading. Stop. Puts it up. Good! He gets the end one. Noah Kading with a nice drive. He has 8. 5:04 to go, and now has a 7-point Atlantic advantage, but Noah Kading gets the end one. So he'll step to the free throw line with 5:04 to go in the second quarter. Free throws on the way, off the back iron, a rebound tipped to Poliski. And he throws it out to Bundy. Left side shot by Kading for 3, no good, but a foul call, I believe, on Gavin McLaren. And that'll be 3 shots for Kading with 5:04 to go here in the second quarter. Atlantic with a 20-15 lead, but the Chargers starting to work into that. So Kading will shoot the free throws, and the first one rims out. Kading already with 9 points. Second free throw is good, and he gets another one. 10 for Kading. Or check that. He had 9. He has 3-point shot as well. Here's a free throw by Kading, and it is no good. Rebound pulled down by Brock Henderson. Well, he's got a ton of those here in the first half. 20-16 Atlantic by 4. Williams top of the circle, reverse dribble. Hands it off to Rasmussen. Off the screen, leaves it off for Henderson. Back over right side of Williams, off his fingertips. Able to run it down, and we've got a whistle, a timeout called by Dalton McLaren. Head coach for Trojans. 4:43 left, first half. 4-point Atlantic lead. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We're back right after these.
Hi everyone, this is Caitlin from your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Start your day off right and let us take care of breakfast. We have so much to choose from eggs, sausage, bacon, pancakes, and so much more. We are available 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. daily. Stop in and enjoy. Have you ordered your holiday packs yet? Leave all the holiday craziness to us. Stop in or give Crystal a call today to get your pack ordered. And don't forget, we also have in our meat department, you buy a ham and get a free turkey. That's right, you buy a ham and you get a free turkey. Thank you as always for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McCreedy Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McCreedy Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you.
All right, welcome back to Atlantic. Trojans with the basketball after the timeout by Coach Frank. And Williams with the top of the circle. He's got to get rid of it. It does. The Rasmussen. And that shot clock runs out. Boy, the Trojans stymied by that ACGC defense. 4:26 to go, second quarter. 4-point Atlantic lead. And Jathan South will bring it across the timeline for the Chargers. Solizano, baseline, Kading drives, the reverse layup, no good. Another foul in Atlantic. That'll be 3 of the Trojans here in this second quarter. So free throws coming up for Noah Kading. 4:16 to go, second stanza. Kading dips his knees, free throw good. 20-17. Trojans lead is now cut to 3. Second free throw off the back iron and rolls in. He got the roll. 20-18. Atlantic's lead now 2. And a steal by Solizano, the throw-in. Out top to Bundy. Nice cutoff by Waters. South baseline, Solizano. Bundy fires for 3, no good, and a rebound out of bounds. Atlantic gets the ball back. Atlantic's lead is 20-18. 4:04 to go. And Williams out, Hudson McLaren back in. He'll join Waters, Dembesti, and Henderson, and Rasmussen. McLaren on the inbounds, a good ball handler. Gets it across the half court. A foul called on Bundy. Good pressure defense by the Chargers, and Bundy caught with that one. So it's going to be Trojans basketball. Rasmussen will throw it in. Out top to Hudson McLaren. They're going to cross the half-court line. Looks, trying to cut it, nobody there. Now he's out to Waters. Waters over to Rasmussen. Top of the circle, swings it to Hudson McLaren, right baseline. Back out top, Waters. Waters jump shot for 3, short. Rebound comes off to South for ACGC. He's on the move, almost poked away. South, left side, Solizano. He'll drive, shot up, no good. Good hand to the face by Rasmussen. Henderson rebound, ahead to Dembesti, layup up, and it's good. Great transition by Atlantic. Dembesti with 4, it's 22-18. And the move, Kading down the lane, layup missed, foul call to the Trojans. 3:11 to go here in this second quarter. We got a game here, 22-18. Atlantic by 4 on the Save Pro scoreboard. And Noah Kading will shoot. He'll have a pair. First one's up and no good.
Yeah, it looks like we're watching a completely different game than we did with the girls game. You know, this one's been close the whole time. We haven't seen many runs. It's just, it's been close throughout.
Kading's free throw, he missed them both. Atlantic with the rebound. Here comes Hudson. To Brock Henderson. He'll drive inside. Layup no good. Foul called on the Chargers. 3:02 to go.
Let's see if he can add some of those some points to all those rebounds he has.
That's right. He's got a ton of rebounds. So we'll see Henderson at the free throw line for the first time tonight. He'll shoot a pair with 3:02 to go. Free throw is on the way and no good off the iron. We'll have a second one coming up. Atlantic up by 4. 22-18. Henderson's second free throw. In the air, and it is good. Kind of missed the first one badly, and he sinks that one. Atlantic up by 5. 23-18 is Brock Henderson with a lot of rebounds, and gets 1 for 2 for the line there. Solizano high and right. Ball almost stolen by Rasmussen. Now we got a jump ball. So the jump ball is called. And it'll be ACGC's basketball. And the officials calling it. Nope, now they're going to give it the other way. It'll be Atlantic's basketball. So the Trojans will have it. 2:47 to go here this first half. Rasmussen on the drive, layup up, and it is no good, but he draws the foul. Boy, Rasmussen, what a first half. He had 16 points, and he had a nice dribble drive there and draws the foul. So he'll shoot 2 free throws. And his first one's in the air, and it is good. 17 for the senior.
You know, Tom, one of the things that's not going to show up on the scorecard at the end of the day is how many fouls he's drawing on the Chargers. You know, he's really getting these Chargers deep into foul trouble, and, you know, it's going to pay off toward the end of the game.
It really is. Second free throw is good. Rasmussen calmly steps up and knocks them both down. He has 18 points. And ACGC with the basketball. It's Jathan South, top of the circle. Looks for Bundy. Bundy leaves it off for Solozano. We got a timeout called by the Chargers. 2:26 to go. Atlantic up by 7. 25-18 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds.
November's a month of stuffing your face at Thanksgiving and just getting as full as you can get. But at Olson's BP in Atlantic, they've got a small meal that's kind of a big deal this month. Their November special on Godfather's Pizza is a mini pizza with 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49, a deal you can't beat. So go check it out at Olson's BP in Atlantic.
And welcome back to Atlantic. 2:26 to go here in this first half. 25-18 is the score. Poliski will throw it in for ACGC. Guarded by Rothman Best. He gets it out to South, top of the circle. Over to Bundy, left side. Bundy to Solozano, back to Bundy, top of the circle. Drives right, he'll finish, and it's no good, an offhand shot. Rebound inside, put back up by Cody. Well, he's had a good first half. Cady with 13. It's 25-20 Atlantic by 5.
And yet Nolan Waters down there on defense. You know, he has to be careful, though. He doesn't pick up that third foul before half.
Shot long and missed. Atlantic back on defense with 1:58 to go. 25-20. In favor of the Trojans at Air KC. ACGC with the ball. They'll bring it across the half-court line. Shot up by Poliski, no good. And the rebound off the hands. Oh, they said he traveled with it. So the ball belongs to Atlantic. Hudson McLaren with it. And he'll bring it across the half-court line. Left side, Rasmussen drives, stops, pops, no good. Rebound in the hands of South. Out to Bundy, ahead to Solozano, down to Poliski, layup, good! What a transition! And Poliski gets the bucket. 25-22.
That was beautiful. That was an absolute beautiful pass. I mean, he saw it in the corner and threw right down there, and it had the easy two, just waiting for him.
So Atlantic with the basketball. And they throw it out of bounds. 1:03 to go. First half. .103, 25-22. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Nolan Waters here. 3-point lead. Waters will shoot. First one's on the way, and it is good. Waters with the bucket. .103 to go, first half. 26-22 Atlantic by 4. They bring the ball across the timeline, driving south. Kick it back out top, Bundy, and he traveled with it. .49 seconds to go here in this first half, 26-22. 4-point lead for Atlantic. Rasmussen will throw it in. Out to Waters, top of the circle. He'll bring it across the half-court line. Behind the back dribble, gives it off to Rasmussen. Colton has it stolen away by South. He'll go coast to coast, And the layup is, they're going to say he traveled with it. Boy, had a wide open layup and a travel call.
I think he was thinking about dunking it and took just one too many steps.
So the inbounds to Nolan Waters. He'll bring it across the half-court line. 29 seconds to go, first half, out to Rasmussen. Waters, top of the circle. Driving, now kicks it back out. 17 seconds to go, Atlantic going for one shot. Up by 4. Waters hands off to Rasmussen, and the ball kicked out of bounds. 10 seconds on the clock.
It looks like the Trojans are trying to get Colton Rasmussen the last shot. And the Chargers know exactly who's going to shoot this last shot.
9 seconds, 8. Waters top of the circle. And it has it poked away. We got a foul called with 5 seconds left here in the first half. And then Waters will go back to the line for a pair. 5 seconds left, 26-22, a 4-point lead. Nolan Waters. Free throw on the way, it's good. Waters with a pair of points.
And that play there was smart by Waters. He recognized that they're going to bring double coverage on to Colton Rasmussen there and just taking the ball himself to the rack.
And he missed that shot. Rebound Henderson, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Clock did not start. Hudson McLaren will check in. And Waters will come out. 5 seconds left, 27-22, Atlantic by 5 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Crawford into South, 3 seconds. South, top of the circle. Solizano fires at the buzzer, no good. And we're at halftime at 27-22 in favor of the Trojans. Halftime coming up. We'll be back right after these at 95.7 FM.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379. Outfitters Plus in Atlantic.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
In business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to halftime. Tom Robinson alongside Atlantic head basketball coach, girls basketball coach Dan Vargason. And Coach, thanks for stopping by. I tell you what, ACGC came out with some tough defense early.
Yeah, they gave us some pressure, and we knew what they were going to do, but we just got a little bit sped up, so their pressure did its job. Committed a few too many turnovers than what we wanted to tonight, so we just got to get them in better positions and feel a little bit more comfortable.
I thought the first half, and you were down 12-2. Nice comeback, down 12-11, and you want to get the ball into Peyton Harder, and you seem to do that in that first half.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job feeding her, and the biggest thing was getting comfortable with that zone. We don't see a lot of 2-1-2, so it's just different than what we were able to simulate in practice.
Yeah.
So when you see it for real, it takes some time. We made some good adjustments, but again, just a few too many turnovers.
Well, talk about moving on now and put this behind you and heading on to Glenwood on Friday.
Yeah, the biggest thing with that is just clean up the defensive side, get some stops. I just talked with Ace over there. We're going to work on some things as a coaching staff to get them in the right defenses and get them in the right position where they feel comfortable. Because if you have 40 turnovers after a game where you had 28, the game before you had 37, something's not clicking. And defensively giving up 60 points, I think that was a little bit more than we should have tonight. So we just got to figure out where we're at and what we need to work on and just get them prepared for Glenwood. And like you said, it's time for the next one. We're not going to sit here and dwell on it. We have core values in our program, and one is adapt and overcome, and that's what we have to do. We're a young team. We knew there'd be some growing pains, and we're going to have to learn quick, but we're going to figure it out, and we're going to be just fine.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you very much for stopping by. We'll see you Friday in Glenwood.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom.
You bet. Dan Vargason joining us, head coach for the Atlantic girls team. They'll be at Glenwood on Friday. We'll have the broadcast on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com. Well, a halftime show is brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for Godfather's Pizza. We're going to hear from Atlantic wrestler Braxton Hicks. That's coming up next.
November's a month of stuffing your face at Thanksgiving and just getting as full as you can get. But at Olson's BP in Atlantic, they've got a small meal that's kind of a big deal this month. Their November special on Godfather's Pizza is a mini pizza with 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49, a deal you can't beat. So go check it out at Olson's BP in Atlantic.
As a state qualifier a year ago, and I'm sure your goals are much bigger this year. Talk about some of the things you've done in the off season to get there.
Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot more out of season practices. I went to Florida for the Iowa team and wrestled there, and then we went somewhere in Iowa, can't remember, but we wrestled there too. I've just been doing a lot of off season work here at the high school and at Powerhouse, and I'm dedicated again to make it to state. Hopefully place this year, but win Hawkeye 10 and do mostly stuff like that again.
Braxton, you talk about wrestling with the Iowa team. I mean, what does that do for your wrestling?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. I'm very blessed to have coaches and everybody reach out to me for this, and it just pushes me to work harder each year and to get back there. But yeah.
So where are we going to see you at this year? What weight?
I'm going 113 this year. I'm gonna probably guess that Duff might bump me up sometimes to 20, but 13 is where I'm solid at.
Where do you want to see the most improvement?
Definitely offense. I'm trying to be better at taking shots more and not trying to be more of a defensive player.
Wrestling room is really important, right?
Oh, yeah.
With your partners there, and who's pushing you in the wrestling room?
Oh, Aiden Smith totally, and Tay. They're my best partners in the room, and they push me every day to get 1% better, as Duff says. So,
Braxton, best of luck.
Thank you.
That's Braxton Haas, who will wrestle 113. We might see him wrestle up a little bit, but we'll see him on Thursday as Atlantic will host Earlham in that dual meet. It starts at 6 with JV matches. We'll have live video of the match on WesternIowaToday.com, KS957, powered by Nishnanet. We'll be back with more second half action. Our halftime show brought to you by Olson's Fuel, Olson's BP.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
And Olson's Fuel, your home for Godfather's Pizza. Well, it was a big first half for Colton Rasmussen, the senior who averaged 18 a year ago, has 18 already the first half for Atlantic. Nolan Waters with 2 is 2 for 3. from the line. Tyrell Williams with 2. And Rompton Bestie off the bench with 4 points. And Brock Henderson with 1, but he had a lot of rebounds for Atlantic. Trojans outscored the Chargers 13-9 in the first quarter. And came out that second quarter. Chargers had a good run there later on in that they scored 13 in that second quarter. Atlantic with 14, so they stugged it up a little bit in the second stanza. Jathan South with 1. He was 1 for 2 for the line. Lance Bundy with 2. Joe Crawford 2. Noah Kading had a big first half for ACGC. And Kading finished the first half with 6 first quarter points. He had a free ball to make it 9. 10, 11, 12, and he had 14 points in the first half. And Peyton Polisky had a pair for ACGC. We're at halftime. It's brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. We'll be back in 1 minute on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nishtanet.
November's a month of stuffing your face at Thanksgiving and just getting as full as you can get. But at Olson's BP in Atlantic, they've got a small meal that's kind of a big deal this month. Their November special on Godfather's Pizza is a mini pizza with 24-ounce fountain drink for just $5.49, a deal you can't beat. So go check it out at Olson's BP in Atlantic.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball. Here's Tom Robinson alongside Cody McCreedy on KS 95.7 and live streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
Welcome back as Atlantic leading ACGC 27-22 here at the halftime break. 13 for Atlantic, outscoring the Chargers 13-9 in the first quarter and 14-13 in the second quarter of play. As the Chargers, and they're not out yet. They've got 10 seconds to get on the floor here in the second half. Not sure where they're at or whether they were given the warning, but so that's not going to be good. Atlantic comes out with Rasmussen, Tyrell Williams, Brock Henderson, Nolan Waters, and Gavin McLaren, their starters.
Oh, there's one player.
Yeah, here comes Noah Kading. So
at least they have one.
They got one out there. Noah's back in, and he had a pretty good first half. They're hustling in the second half. Jalen South is coming in. Solizano, Bundy, and Polisky all back in. Inbounds pass to South. He'll bring it across the half-court line just underway second half. Out top to Polisky. Right side, Cady. He'll give it off to Bundy. Pulls up. Wide open Cady. He'll fire the triple. No good. Rebound Waters for Atlantic. And a pass stolen by Solizano. Chargers get a good steal there. Solizano the front court. Looks out top to Bundy. Bundy back, Polisky. He'll dribble and give it off out top to Jalen South. Finds a seam, slithers in, layup good. What a great drive by South.
What a tough shot. Getting that ball up there. I mean, he had a hand, Trojan defender had his hand on it, and he still got it in the hoop.
Rasmussen high and left with it. Skip pass to Henderson, and too much steam on it. Turnover Atlantic. Not a good start for the Trojans here in the second half. They're up by 3, 27-24. And South will give it off to Kading across the timeline. Kading got him up McLaren, takes it to the rim, layup good. 4-0 run for ACGC to start the third quarter. And it's 27-26 Atlantic by 1 on the C-Pro scoreboard. Waters, Rasmussen, and almost a steal by Kading. Atlantic will keep the basketball. Just underway third quarter, 6:52 to go, and Good start for ACGC, a 4-0 run here in this third. And they can take the lead if they can hold Atlantic here on this possession. Rasmussen out to Tyrell Williams. Dumped it inside, Poliski steal. Solizano down the lane for the lead. Good, 28-27. Anthony Solizano with the bucket and a 6-0 run for ACGC, but Atlantic comes back and answers.
Brock Henderson there getting the down low pass. Beautiful turnaround shot there to break the 6-0 run by the Chargers.
You bet. 29-28 Atlantic. Here's Bundy for a 17 at top, no good. Solizano rebound. He'll kick it off South. South drives, pulls up, puts a teardrop up, no good. Rebound Poliski. His layup is good. And Poliski with the bucket. 30-29. Atlantic down by 1. The Trojans almost throw it away again. So Poliski was 6 points. And Atlantic will have the basketball. Here's the inbounds to Waters. High and left. Baseline, Gavin McLaren. Into Rasmussen. His layup is no good. Henderson trying to tip it up. And the rebound, Solizano. Chargers in the front court. Driving Kading. Layup is good. 32-29.
And it looks like the Chargers here, you came out of the halftime running, and they're still running. They're just running the Trojans out of the court right here.
And the ball almost turned over again. Poliski almost got the steal.
Maybe a little too fast.
Yeah. Atlantic gets the ball back down by 3, 32-29. As Williams will throw it in. And he gets it way out top to Rasmussen. He'll pull up the elbow and fire. It's no good. Rebound Kading for the Chargers. Out over to Bundy. Between the leg dribble to baseline. South drives. Layup is good. And South with 6 points a third quarter and a 5-point lead, 34-29.
It looks like Coach Franken wants to slow things down a little bit.
And Atlantic throws it away again.
Right when I say that, they throw it away.
Yeah. 4:59 to go in the third quarter of the St. Pro scoreboard. And ACGC on a huge run here. A 14-2 run in this third quarter. Baseline Solizano out to Kading, left wing, 4:50 left. Kading drives, turns. Poliski, Bundy, right side. He'll drive inside, layup up, no good. Rebound Waters for Atlantic. Waters ahead to Henderson. He'll lay it up and good.
Yeah, just how they drew it up, Tom.
Yeah. Boy, Atlantic need that. Down by 3, 34-31. Here's a baseball pass to Kading. He'll pull up, step back 3, no good. Williams, good block out. Gets the rebound for Atlantic. Pass ahead to Gavin McLaren. Layup up and good, and a foul called. Atlantic comes storming back.
That was a great pump fake there by McLaren. You know, get your defender up in the air, and then you can put your body into him and get that and one.
So Gavin McLaren will get the free throw to try to make the three-point play the old-fashioned way and tie it up. It's 34-33. 1 point lead for ACGC. McLaren's free throw good. And now we're tied. McLaren with 3 points. In the front court, ACGC. Baseline, Kading drives, layup up and good. He has 19 points. Boy, what a job by Kading. 19 for the game. Rasmussen high and right. Slithers in, ball stolen away. Picked up by Kading, and the Chargers have it. Poliski, baseline, Solizano. Inside Bundy, layup good. Wow, what a job by the Chargers. Coach Franken wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video stream on WesternIowaToday.com, powered by NISTANet.
Gas prices.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
Well, here we go. Atlantic with the ball and half-court pressure put on by the Chargers. 3:40 to go, third quarter. 38-34 ACGC. And Williams has it poked away by South. Pass ahead to South. He'll lay it up and in. South with 8 third-quarter points.
Tom, you can clearly tell Coach Franken is very frustrated with all the turnovers that Atlantic is.
And almost a steal there. Gavin with it. He'll lay up and in. 40-36. Gavin McClaren with 5 points here in this third quarter. 4-point lead for the Chargers. South with it. Back out top. Poliski. Head fake drive. He'll pull up and a runner is good. And Poliski's had a good third quarter. He has 4. 8 for the game. And it's 42-36 Chargers. Waters high and left. He'll take it to the free throw line over to Rasmussen for 3. Short. Rebound. Williams put back good. Tyrell Williams with 4 points.
Well, as you saw in the first quarter, most of our scoring came from, most of the Trojan scoring came from Colton Rasmussen.
Layup by South is good.
But now you're seeing everyone score on the Trojans.
44-38, 6-point lead for the Chargers, and the ball thrown away. Waters wanted Williams. And checking in is Joe Crawford, and Nate Chance will come in. And out for a rest, Poliski and Noah Kading. Here comes ACGC. Ball left side, Solizano. 6-point lead for the Chargers. South, out top, Bundy for 3. No good short. Rebound, Gavin McClaren. Kick out, Rasmussen. He'll bring it to the front. Goes right baseline, and a reverse layup is no good. Rebound, Joe Crawford. Out to South. 2 minutes left in the third, and Gavin McClaren almost got a steal. 44-38. 6-point lead for the Chargers on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Brock Henderson will check back in for Atlantic. And out comes Roth Dinvesti. Solizano will throw it in with under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Bounce pass into Bundy. Bundy takes it to the rim. Layup up and good. Bundy with 4 in his third quarter. 6 for the game. Rasmussen across the timeline for Atlantic. Lobs it baseline to Waters. Down low. Gab McClaren lifts it over to Brock Henderson. He'll put it up and in. 46-40. Now we've got a scoring match going.
Yeah, Brock Henderson down low just powered his way to that hoop, and he used his big frame, got in there, and just had a beautiful, easy, wide open layup.
South's layup missed. Rebound McClaren. Out to Nolan Waters. He'll bring it across. Baseline Rasmussen driving, lays it up and in. Colton Rass, his first points here in this third quarter. 46-42. Shot missed by the Chargers. Rebound McClaren out to Nolan Waters. 1:07 to play third quarter. 4-point lead for ACGC. Hudson McClaren right side to Rasmussen. Skip pass to Waters. Back out top to Hudson McClaren. And a steal. And a layup by Crawford. No good. Solizano follows.
And that's, Tom, why you practice the tip drill.
You bet. 48-42 exactly, Cody. And almost a steal by South. Atlantic has the front court. 42 seconds to go, third quarter. And Rasmussen will throw it in. Chargers up by 6. Out to Hudson McLaren. Over to Rasmussen, and a steal by South. Solizano gets the pass. He'll lay it up and in. 50-42.
And part of what ACGC is doing here is they are reading our passes. We're teleporting the Trojans are teleporting who they're going to pass to, and ACGC is just reading it like a book.
Anderson baseline McLaren. He'll take it to the rack. The ball blocked out of bounds. It'll be Atlantic's ball. Well, they are. They have really stepped up the defense in this second half. They lead 50-42, their largest advantage. 8-point lead. Atlantic will throw it in. This is Gavin McLaren. And it's stolen away by Crawford. Another turnover out to South. Baseball ahead. Solizano throws it away. And Hudson McLaren got the steal, but then he traveled with it with 12 seconds to go. Third quarter. 50-42. Chargers on the Seed Pro scoreboard with the advantage. South to throw it in. Out top to Crawford. Right side to Bundy. 10 seconds on the clock. 9. 7 to go in the third. 50-42 Chargers. ACGC with the ball. Driving South at 2. Puts it up at 1. It's no good. Rebound Henderson, and we go to the fourth quarter with the Chargers leading 50-42. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video stream on westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishnanet.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantecker, Gary Dinklet, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling, all the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl, Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Big third quarter for the Chargers. They scored 28 points in that third quarter. Jathan South had 10 of the 28. Atlantic with 15 in that stanza. 50-42. Chargers up by 8 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Rasmussen high and left. Looking to get it away to Williams. Down low to Henderson. He'll drive. Layup is good. He draws the foul. Henderson now with 9 points. And the senior will go to the free throw line to get the and one. Good way to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the Chargers come out in the defense. They're double teaming whoever has the ball, and that leads to an aggressive defense, and unfortunately it leads to some and ones.
Missed free throw, rebound McLaren, put back and good. Well, you get a 4-point play now instead of a 3-point play. Atlantic down by 4, 50-46 for the Seed Pros. ACGC with the basketball. Politsky, left baseline, Solizano. He's guarded by Williams, back out top. Solizano for 3. Good, what a big 3. Oh, man. 53-46 Chargers on the Seed Pros. 7:20 to play. Atlantic with the ball. Rasmussen to baseline to Gavin McLaren. Skip pass over to Waters. Waters high post. Williams turns, shoots, missed. Short. Saved by Williams in the hands of Politsky, and a foul call on Waters. That's a smart foul. Solizano was wide open down the floor in the break, and Waters with a smart foul on that far side. That's just the first on Atlantic. One on ACGC here in the fourth quarter. And a 53-46 lead for the Chargers. 7:10 to go. Front court. Solizano. Left side, Cody. He'll drive. Layup blocked by Brock Henderson. His shot missed, and Henderson fouls him this time. And Cady in the line for a pair. Noah Cady with 19 points after 3 quarters. And he'll step to the free throw line for 2. 53-46 Chargers on the Seed Pros scoreboard, and he makes it. Checking in is Jathan South, who had 10 in that third quarter. ACGC 28 third quarter points, outscoring Atlantic 28-15. 54-46 Chargers. Second free throw on the way, and it is good. Cody with 21. And it's 55-46. Largest lead, 9 for ACGC. Baseline, Gavin McLaren, a kick by Cody. Atlantic will have it a baseline with 6:52 to play here in this fourth quarter.
And I know there's 6:52 left, but this feels like kind of a must-have when it comes to points. They got to score here.
Gavin takes the low block pass. He's fouled. That's 2 on the Chargers here in the fourth quarter. You're right. And Atlantic needs to hit a 3. They only have 2 of those here in the ball game. And we've got a timeout called. 6:50 left. 55-46 Chargers. We're back in 1 minute on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic with the ball out of bounds, baseline right. Into McLaren, layup is good. 55-48. Gavin McLaren with a good second half. He has 9. ACGC in the front with Jathan South. He'll turn, baseline pass. Poliski driving in. The shot pass to Kading. He'll take it to the rack. Layup up, and it is good. What a job by Kading. He is 21, and he draws the and one to make it a 57-48 lead. Kading was 2 for 2 his last trip. Will have 1 free throw coming here. 3 fouls on Gavin McLaren. Free throw by Kading missed. Rebound poked around, and it is McLaren with a save. Poliski with a steal, and Poliski with a bucket. 59-48. Chargers by 11. Atlantic with it front. Rasmussen pulls up at the free throw line and jump shoots. No good. Rebound Solizano. Rasmussen with 20. Kading with 23. ACGC with the basketball with 6 minutes left to go in the game. High and right, driving Kading. Sends it left baseline. Shot by Poliski. Good. Poliski for 3. And now it's a 62-48 lead. Tyrell Williams in the front court. Over to Waters. Dumps it low. Driving in McLaren. And a player control foul called on Gavin McLaren. With 5:45 to play in the Chargers. Up 62-48.
And that's 4 on McLaren.
That's 4 on McLaren. Hudson will come in. Gavin will come out. Chargers with the basketball. Solizano with 3 points. Noah Kading here in this fourth quarter with 4. And Peyton Poliski has 5. Poliski with that 3 ball. That was a huge 3. 62-48. The lead for the Chargers on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 5:45 to go. Shuffling players in and out. Henderson comes out. And Atlantic going with Rasmussen. Sawyer Terrell now in for the Trojans, making his first appearance. And the pass in. Jathan South will bring it across the timeline. 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. South, top of the circle on Edson McLaren. Leaves it off left side for Cady. He has 23. Driving in. Layup no. Rebound comes out to Hudson, to Terrell. And Terrell pulls up high and right. Rasmussen at the top. Waters, he'll fire the triple. No good. Rebound. Hudson McLaren now loses Solizano. ACGC grabs it back with Anthony Solizano. He'll take it inside. Layup up good. Anthony Solizano. He's got 5. Here's Rasmus the other end. Layup missed. He draws a foul. So Colton Rasmussen will shoot 2 with 5:01 left and a 64-48 lead for the Chargers over Atlantic. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Are by your side to maximize yields from the word go. John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson, your Pioneer Pros. Rasmussen's free throw no good. He's got just 2 in his second half. Scored 18 first half points and been shut down here in the second half so far. Shot rims in. 21 for the senior.
I mean, this is a complete different ACGC team we're seeing in the second half. I mean, they are fundamentally sound right now, and it is clearly showing on the scoreboard.
They scored 28 third quarter points. You're right, Cody, and then defensively, and they turned those turnovers into a lot of offense as well. That third quarter, in fact, they did not have a 3 in the third quarter. It was all field goals, and Jathan South got hot with 10.
They're just bullying their way to the basket, and the Trojans just can't do anything about it. They are having their way down low.
4:50 left, and Pulaski takes to the free throw line. Gather McLaren will check in for Atlantic. And Pulaski, he's had a big 3 in this stanza. He makes the free throw. He's had a pretty steady night, scoring at 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 5, 6 here in the fourth quarter. He has 14 points. And he makes them both. 66-49 ACGC. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Hudson McLaren brings it across the half-court line, splits the defense over to Rasmussen. He'll launch a 3 short. McLaren rebound. Put back is good, and he draws the foul. Again, McLaren is pretty good second half.
Yeah, McLaren has 4 fouls. I mean, he's in foul trouble, but I mean, Coach Franken needs him in.
Yeah, they need him offensively. He didn't have any points in the first half. In the second half, he's got 11 points. All the second half. His free throw on the way, and it is no good. 66-51 ACGC. 4:36 to play on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Jathan South, top of the circle. And he loses the handle. Atlantic will get the ball back left to right.
Yeah, one of the very few mistakes ACGC has had this second half.
Yes. Hudson McLaren brings it across over to Rasmussen. Loops the pass to Waters. He'll fire the 3. No good. Rebound Williams. And his ball swatted away by Pulaski. Atlantic will have it at baseline with 4:19 to go. And Williams will throw it in. From the baseline, into McLaren, and it's off of McLaren. Or excuse me, off the Chargers. Williams will throw it in again. 4:19 left. 66-51 ACGC on top of the Seed Pros scoreboard. And Tyrell out top the Waters, and the ball loose, picked up by Jathan South. South will bring it across the timeline, finds a seam, slithers in, a player control. Oh, they're going to call a block. Call a block on Williams. And that'll put South on the free throw line. South with 11 points. That's 2 fouls on Williams. And the free throw by South is good. Jathan with 10 points, I should say. And the second free throw good. South with 11. Atlantic with the ball. Hudson McLaren will bring it across the timeline. Over to Waters. 4 minutes left, and a steal by Bundy. Tightrope down the far side and stepped out of bounds. So a timeout called by ACGC. And we'll take it with them. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't be getting a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. 4 minutes left, 68-51, a big lead for the Chargers on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Rasmussen will throw it into Williams, high and left. Into Gavin McLaren, cross court to Waters for three, no good. Gavin rebound, put back is good, he draws the foul. Boy, he has had a great second half scoring and rebounding. And the sophomore will go to the free throw line. He has 13 points. He had 5 in the first quarter. 13 now, and his free throw makes it 14. 14 for McLaren, 68-54 ACGC. They pass to Solizano, his shot down low. Bundy can't get the ball. Williams runs it down for Atlantic. Now Atlantic in transition. Baseline, Brock Henderson. He'll go back to Gavin McLaren for three. Good! Oh, 16 for McLaren. And Atlantic now back within 11. And Rasmussen's pass, and he's fouled.
Get the old-fashioned three and then step back and shoot the real three.
So Colton Rasmussen is fouled. He was knocked down by Poliski. A little slow getting up. 3:26 left. Atlantic trying to make a late game run here, Cody.
Yeah, and they're ramping up the pressure here because 3:26 left. The Trojans got to get some buckets here, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're getting the steals and they're getting buckets.
Here's a free throw by Rasmussen. It is short. Well, the live video stream is powered by Nishdanan, and the Trojan offense has been powered by McLaren with 17 second half points. It's 68-57, 11-point lead for the Chargers. Free throw by Rasmussen is good. He got that one to roll in. And Rasmussen out with 22. Dundee. And a travel call. Oh, they're going to call a push on Waters. (68-58), a 10-point lead for the Chargers. Foul called on Waters. He wasn't necessarily in total agreement with that, but
that's his fifth.
That's his fifth. And so now Atlantic will have to bring in, they bring in Hudson McLaren. So Kading with a 23-point night at the free throw line and makes it 24 for Kading. 69-58, 11-point lead for ACGC. Second free throw, no good. Rebound tipped high, and Rasmussen snags it. Atlantic with the ball. Rasmussen pulls up the free throw line, forces one up, no good. Rebound Poliski. On the run to Solizano. 3:11 to play. Solizano drives, he'll finish. 71-58, Solizano with the layup in the two. He was 5 in the fourth quarter. 71-58, Chargers. Wrap around by Brock Henderson, no good. And Gavin for three, baseline no. Rebound knocked out by Williams. Chargers ball, 2:51 left. A 71-58 lead for ACGC on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the inbounds pass out to Jathan South. Back to Noah Kading. Cross court to Poliski. Baseline to Bundy. Back out top to Kading. 2:40 to play. Kading with 24. Solizano top of the circle. Bundy driving. Finds it. Layup no. Rebound Poliski. Putback is no good. And Poliski again, put back this time is good. Boy, he had hold those offensive boards. And Poliski now with 17. 2:20 left, 73-58, ACGC. Ball off the foot of Noah Cady. We owe you a station ID. You're listening to high school basketball on KSWI Atlantic. The inbounds will be Atlantic Williams, and it's stolen away by Solozano. 2:13 to go, and now Coach Frank is going to go to his bench. Solozano high and left. 15-point lead. Bundy top of the circle to Solozano. Had a seam there, cut off by Williams. Back out to Cady. 1:58 left. Cady drives, layup. No good. He's fouled by McLaren going down the line. We owe you a station ID here on KS 95.7 FM. KS. And they come back with 77 here with 1:10 left. And benches are cleared for the Chargers. And the starters get a nice round of applause. Lance Cady, head coach for ACGC. And the ball belongs to the Chargers. Out top to Scram. Thomas Scram, baseline Crawford. He'll pull up and fire, no good. And the rebound to Roth Dembesti. Under a minute to go, Dembesti with it. Out top, Hudson McLaren. He'll hand it off to Rasmussen. He'll take it up inside the block, pushes it up, no good. And the rebound comes off to Hudson McLaren. Rasmussen takes it to the rim, layup good. Rasmussen with his second field goal only here this second half. He has 24 for the game. And the Charge will just to be content to run out the clock. Play clock at 20, game clock at 17, and this will be it. 77-60. ACGC over Atlantic. It was all second half for the Chargers here, and they're going to win this one big over the Trojans. Gab McLaren 17, Colton Rasmussen 24 for Atlantic. And that'll be it. Well, a post-game show is coming up, and that's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. We'll be back with the post-game here on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westerniowatoday.com, powered by Mishnanet.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
For ACGC, they scored 28 points that third quarter. They came back in the fourth quarter and had a huge fourth quarter as well. Cody, your thoughts on the Chargers here, first of all?
Well, I can tell you the Chargers came out in the second half and they played ball. I mean, they came out to play in the second half after the first half. You know, they went into halftime down, and in the third quarter they took the lead and they really never looked back. They just ran away with this game.
Well, they scored 28 third quarter, 27 the fourth quarter. They led 50-42 at the end of three quarters of play, and then they had the big run in that fourth quarter as well. Their offense really came alive in the final two quarters of play, and largely they forced some turnovers as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, the ACGC, they kept the pressure on the Trojans, and they really put the pressure on Colt Rasmussen, shut him down in the second half, and you know, their defense led to offense, and that's why they scored so much. Is they're getting those turnovers, you know, and getting the fast breaks, and you know, getting those easy baskets down low.
And they had at least four in double figures. I'm still scratching those out here on ACGC's side. We do have Atlantic scores here, but they had South in double figures, Solozano in double figures, and of course Cady led all scores with 26. And Poliski also finished in double figures. He had 4 in the first half. He came out that second half with 8, and 13 points in the second half. So he came out with a big night as well for the Chargers. Postgame brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. We're back with a final wrap-up right after this.
The Cass Health, the perfect companion, is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
It's first of all for the Chargers. They were led by Noah Cody with 26 points. Peyton Poliski had 17, and Anthony Solozano with 13, and Jathan South with 11. Lance Bundy added 6, and a pair for Joe Crawford off the bench for the Chargers. For Atlantic, they were led by Colton Rasmussen with 24 points, 18 of those the first half. It was Gab McLaren that really paved the way in the second half, at least offensively. He had 17 for the night, all coming in the second half. And then 9 for Brock Henderson, who had a good first half rebounding the basketball. 4 points for Ropton Bestie and Tyrell Williams, and a pair for Nolan Waters. Nolan did not have a field goal. This guy that can hit the threes a year ago averaged 7.4 a game, and he really got hot from behind the arc, so that's something we're going to see. He shot 49% from the three-point line a year ago, and was 36 of 82. So we didn't get those three-point baskets from Nolan Waters, but that's going to come here down the road.
No, that's going to come over time. I mean, he's the type of player that he's going to come into practice tomorrow and he's going to work on those three-pointers. Personally knowing Nolan, he is a hard worker, and I know he'll get his game turned around there. And I could see throughout the game he was getting more and more frustrated as he wasn't hitting those. But you're going to have games like that, and you're just you got to flush it and you got to move on to the next one.
You do. Final score tonight, it was ACGC 77. Big second half for the Chargers, and Atlantic 60. That's your final. Big thanks to Cody Weaver, Cody McCreedy. I'm Tom Robinson here from Atlantic. The next broadcast on Thursday, we'll have a live video of the Atlantic Earlham dual meet. Now the JV matches start at 6. We'll be videotaping shortly thereafter. Cody Weaver will have the call. I'll be there with him on Thursday. It'll be live video streamed here on WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Nishnanet. Go to KS957, our website, and you can watch that meet if you can't make it here on Thursday night. Friday night we'll be in Glenwood for a girl-boy doubleheader with the girls game at 6 with the boys game to follow. Thanks for joining us. Good night from Atlantic here on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.